Dusky, where is your brother?
What?
Apparently, Sweetie Bloom is now also family shipping.
Yes. I apparently Solar went
Bloom
to
is now also
eat
family
noms
shipping
as well.
Oh, good gracious, people. Eat noms
Wait, what's going
beforehand.
on? What?
She thinks that Solar and I are related because our last names are both Flare.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
Just watch you guys start dating, and I'm gonna be very confused.
Oh,
Hell no.
She's happily taken
I
as
have-
far as I know.
I have
Minor
Aeon.
detail.
I have
Minor
Aeon.
detail.
Oh, I think
Snuggles.
and I have you too. Mwah.
I ship it.
Although that would make him a brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Yes, brother-in-law.
No, brother-in-law.
Or
Just
the-
because I can.
That's an inside joke that me and him have had for a while.
Okay then.
He just calls him brother instead of brother.
Based on a text
Seems
message when he was visiting some months ago.
Gotcha. I'm looking at the icon now, the thingamabobber, and I realize that Anthony is stalking us.
Yeah, I started using people for background ponies.
We're
So-
being
So it looks a little bit more, cozy or natural.
Hey, Chris,
Oh, makes sense to me.
Yeah.
do you have a link to the stream? I like streaming it in the background.
I got it. Here you go.
Thank you.
Right now I'm typing the thing that I'm gonna post in all the stuffy waffles on
Yay.
Discord.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
Mm,
how to do the thing with the stuffs.
I got you, Dusky. Love you.
Yeah. 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 That's all.
Mwah.
Ship all the things.
All the shipping.
All the
we have
shipping.
someone in chat.
Oh,
We do.
oh.
Hello,
Hello.
person in the chat. You are the first.
So I see Anthony C there. I'm not sure who the green and yellow one is or the guy in armor.
That's Deckard. One of them is
Oh,
Deckard.
is that Deckard Spade? Okay.
No, actually, that is his other OC named Fidget.
Aw, that's an adorable name.
Yeah, and the green and yellow one is Music Agata. He is a guy I've done a collab with, and also been on a stream before. So he makes pony music.
Oh,
Cool beans.
nice.
And okay, I need to count the names to make sure that I have all the names.
We've got
There should
5
be
people
5
here.
for you.
6, including yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have the thingy wingy.
Oh, Joey's here. Hi, Joey.
Sup, Jojo? I keep on forgetting that that's your name. It's such a,
Joseph.
convoluted...
I
No,
have
no, no.
told-
I know his name is Joey. I've known him as Joey before he was Jasper. I mean, his Twitch name is like JT2Z
Oh, yeah, no,
Max.
no.
And I'm like, it takes me a second to be like, who the heck is this weirdo? Oh, it's JoJo.
Yeah, no, I just call him Joseph just to be funny. Usually-
No, I have to remind myself that his OC's name is Jasper. I'm like, hey, Joey. And everyone else goes, hi, Jasper. I'm like, yes, that.
Don't we
Confusion.
end up calling him Joey in a few videos? I forget.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel
Swear
like
we
when
do.
I write a script for videos, I usually call him Jasper in video. But yeah. You can change your Twitch name? Yeah, what?
Yeah, no, I've done that before.
Ooh.
Crazy.
One day you shall show me this power.
I have no impulse to do so now, but I'll keep that in mind.
There we go.
Oh, I've got that.
Something I
I know
wanted to
that
try
feel.
out.
I'm like,
So, did I lose the thing I was making? Oh, I lost the thing I was making. Yeah, not
There.
Oh no.
very professional. Woohoo! One more time.
Eh.
Why? Why, brain? Why? Why you do
Because
betrayal?
brains are silly things.
The brain is
brain
doing
i-
silly things, so I ended up copying a name instead of copying everything.
Oh, huh. Well, part of it.
Yeah, and
What's up?
I lost everything else. So,
Look,
yeah.
drinking buddies here.
Ah, drinky buddy!
hello, drinking buddy.
After
Okie
his
dokie.
breakdown that Chris caused.
Oh, yeah, it's a good breakdown, but
It's a good breakdown.
it's still a breakdown, so it's kind of like I don't know if I should feel bad or.
No. You should feel very happy. You were because they were happy tears. Happy
Yeah.
tears are always good tears.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did the good.
Very
You did a good.
cathartic.
You made him cry, and I'm very happy. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you. I got the proud button from Fandom Mama. Hehe.
Yes, very proud.
I don't know if somebody actually wants to hear what broke him unless they've seen his video.
I've seen it, but
I have not.
probably everybody else hasn't.
Whose video?
A drinking buddy.
Oh, I've not seen it. I'm sorry.
Basically, as most of you guys know, me and my dearest are currently looking for apartments and stuff, and it's gonna be a big move, hopefully soon. So I can't bring all my stuff with me. And both me and Drinking Buddy share a favorite pony or character in the show. So when I knew I was gonna send him a care package anyway, I sent him my Sakura plushie.
Aww,
That's wonderful.
that's sweet.
Oh, we got a raid! Hey,
You
Visual
got a
Pony!
raid.
3-pony raid.
Yay! Thank you. Maybe I should also move the chatty watty because people can't read what's saying beyond the ponies.
Meh.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raid!
Mm.
It's gonna show. I think I need to remove Rainbow Dash. Or else you're gonna be in the shot.
Because she flew past, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. That's why. She's going backwards. Oh god.
Ah!
The wind was too strong.
She is that talented.
Alert box, you need to move up in there because I don't want you to take the whole screen. There we go. Yeah, FinnThePony is not here yet, but he will join us. Yes, Jasper, I gave you a diamond thingy because you are awesome, and I don't have very many to give of them, but you're somebody who has been showing up often, and you're not currently in the stream itself. So I gave you a VIP stuffy, and I want to give it to a lot of more people, but right now I just gave it to some, and then I'm gonna fill in the rest after the stream.
Woo.
Aw, it's adorable.
Yeah. Because, yeah. Midnight is already, I think Visual Pony is also already one, a moderator. They are very good moderators when they are around, so I know I can trust them.
They are very good moderators when they are around.
But also, they have stuff they need to do. Everybody has stuff.
I mean, that's a good compliment.
Mhm.
They're good
It
when
is.
they're around.
But it's funny.
I can't expect the moderators to be there 24/7.
Now, why not?
Because they're not robots.
Wait,
can be
people are
arranged.
people?
We have the technology.
Well, I'm not good with technology, so, you know, potato, potato.
Don't worry.
Potato,
It
potato.
will be good to you.
Okay, how do we type English again?
With a keyboard.
No, really?
Typically.
Preferably one with English lettering on it.
I was
Yes.
gonna say, like, depends on the keyboard, really.
Yeah,
A
much harder
QWERTY
to
keyboard,
type
yes.
English. Yeah, much harder to type English with a Japanese keyboard.
Oh,
I mean,
boy.
I once had a thing where on my previous phone, I was trying Duolingo for a bit, and out of boredom, I just decided to try a few Russian courses. So I had the Russian keyboard tab on, so there were a couple incidences where I accidentally would click the button because it occupies some space next to the spacebar, and then accidentally would send a message, and it was just full of Cyrillic.
I had something similar. I was doing Duolingo earlier this year, and my keyboard switches just you slide on the spacebar. You would not believe how many times that happened.
I just hear something that sounded like a name of a candy, but I think I'm wrong.
What,
I didn't mention
Duolingo?
a candy.
Or
No,
Cyrillic.
Cyrillic, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the name of the mostly Eastern European, but especially Russian alphabet.
Oh,
Um,
fancy.
by the way, Dusk, what language was yours in?
Hebrew.
I mean, I figured I may as well ask too.
Actually, I had 3 keywords going on. I had English, French, and Hebrew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. French was actually the other most expected one too. But well, there are a few extra characters for French, aren't there?
Usually, you can get them if
Mhm.
you just hold down on your
Like,
key on
hold
the
down,
keyboard.
yeah.
And then you get like all the accents and stuff. Also good for
Oh, yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah, I got that. I got
I'm
those
being
too.
bapped. Why
No.
you bap me, Drinky Buddy?
Oh, you've been dapped.
Oh, we actually have a few questions already. Let's see. Question for FinnThePony is sadly not here yet, but he will be. Sweetie Bloom, SolarFlare is not here. He's getting something to food. Getting something to food. Yeah.
Getting something to food.
Getting
yes.
something to food.
Acquiring
And taking his sweet time.
acquiring sustenance.
Yes, the thing we need to be alive, apparently. Basically, the question is, do you have a favorite Okay, so for Sweetie Bloom and Aeon, what is your favorite iCarly moment?
I didn't watch that show.
Neither did I.
What is it?
It's a show.
It's a
from
television
Nickelodeon.
show. Yeah, it's like
What is television?
Oh, it's the slave box for the older people.
Yeah, I'll put it like this: you
Basically.
made the right choice by choosing internet when you did, but it was just a show on Nickelodeon.
it was what hypnotized us before the internet got a hold of our soul.
I thought that was SpongeBob SquarePants.
I mean, SpongeBob was pretty good, but only because the internet wasn't there to really distract us. I mean, it was, but not like it was today.
Fair.
It
I think at
distracted
around
me
that
enough.
time.
I didn't really watch SpongeBob, so I was distracted enough by the internet to not care.
I
This
love
is
the
true.
internet.
Mm.
Still do.
So much things on here.
Yeah, that's the thing that takes me back. I think when I was around 23, I heard on the radio that they were talking about that internet should be free because it's so necessary for the life of the common man nowadays. And then they had
I mean, it is kind of true.
Yeah. But it was also kind of like, okay, I'm not against this, but how do the internet people make money then?
In terms of what?
You know, you have to pay for internet, but what if internet becomes free? How do they
Well,
make
Then
money
you'd
then?
get the streaming services.
Well, I think what you're saying is how would the people who like put up routers and stuff like that, how would they make the money to continue that service? I think the idea is that it would be tax funded, at least in America. Now the problem there, of course, is that you're trying to put a government mandate on an international system, and that throws in a lot of
That is
more malarkey.
spooky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dangerous.
That leads to either poorly organized things or very scary things, or both.
Yes, or both.
Como estas dos?
Or you have what we have here, the free internet spots. I don't know if you have them there. You probably do. And basically, it just sells your information with your permission because your permission is you sit in this spot using the internet for free.
Ah.
Hmm.
Boo.
I mean,
So,
like, if you
yeah.
try, like, back in the day when I was homeless and trying to be on the internet, you can go to places like internet cafes, libraries, things like that, that will give you free internet in that regard. It's having internet in your home that is not free.
Which makes no sense in reverse, but I suppose.
Well, the idea, I think, like, when I went to an internet cafe, for instance, I would feel really guilty if I didn't order something. So I'd order something, and so they were making money off of me because I would order something, and I probably was drinking a lot more caffeine than was necessary.
Oops.
But, you know.
Potato,
Ooh.
potato.
Was it
Yeah,
decent
minor
coffee,
detail.
though?
It was. It just, like, I wasn't used to drinking coffee, so there was a point where I was there for a long time, and I think I had 3 different iced coffees, and by the time I got to my third, like, my hand was shaking. You know, it was like...
Stuff like that.
Caffeine jitters. I hate those.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I never got into coffee. I just never understood it. Like I have like enough addiction in collecting things. I don't need another one in drinking things.
It's very true. It's very true.
Yeah. No, sometimes I like tea, but sometimes I just need the more brute force energy of coffee.
Fair.
Yeah,
Like, even with
if
tea.
I'm like haven't slept or something, then I will like get myself a coffee because otherwise I'm passing out later in the day.
Mm.
But if I don't understand people who like they sleep 8 hours and then they need a coffee in the morning. I'm like, you slept 8 hours. You shouldn't need that. I get myself a coffee when I've slept 4 hours and I need and I've got a 12-hour shift coming up. Then I get myself a gosh darn coffee.
That's fair.
Mm.
Even when I drink tea, it's usually more like the tisanes and stuff. I'm not a huge fan of massive amounts of caffeine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither.
Yeah,
If I can avoid it.
Beyond a certain point, I have to have something with it to like that removes the edge of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like the one example I have of me on coffee was highly unpleasant and hilarious at the same time. One of my
Sounds like the
friends,
best trips.
basically, one of my friends basically found these chocolate-covered coffee beans that I could eat, and she just
Those
gave
are
me.
dangerous.
Those are
Oh.
lethal.
They gave me a package, and I'm just sitting there eating them because it's just chocolate, and then my leg starts shaking. And I'm in an auditorium with 300, 400, 700 other students, and all along my row, they feel this vibration, and it's my leg.
Oh.
I was literally
Yeah.
crawling on on the ceiling. I was just so shaky and so jittery. And I got home, and my mom was like, "What are you on? Like, are you on drugs or something?" And I'm like, "No, coffee.
Coffee.
Right.
It's just coffee."
Okay.
And so I do not do the coffee.
Yeah, that's really fair. We have 3
Yep.
questions. First one is from Noah. Aeon, what is your favorite Harry Potter spell and character? If you have one.
You see, I noticed that if this image were a situation, Sweetie Bloom her eyes would just turn towards me.
Yeah. I'm kind of looming over you now. I was like, answer carefully.
Okay.
I guess we're just gonna extend that to the whole party because seems like
Uh,
Sweetie Bloom has something she wants to say.
I'm just gonna toss in Sweetie into this question regardless. I suppose I'll answer it first just because I was cited, but I'm just gonna say at the end, oh, before my question is officially finished, here's the baton. Character. I did want to go back and sort of like at least see the movies because just my life is kind of busy. Of Harry Potter just to revisit the story again, even if lightly. But I remember when I was young, my favorite character was Sirius Black.
Oh.
Nice.
As for the spell, okay, well that one's a little bit difficult, a little bit more difficult now.
Yeah, that one's not an easy question.
Yeah, that one's not an easy question. Can I just say my favorite spell, in terms of linguistics?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, you'll know this one. I solemnly swear that I'm up to no
I am
good.
up to no good. Yes.
That's a good one.
Just by how it sounds and how it is said, I love that just as a sentence, so I suppose I'll just cheat and say that. In terms of use, I don't know. Because I can't really think of many instances in which I'd want or have to use any of the 3 forbidden ones, so not that.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of other ones, but then they sometimes did that thing, especially in the books or movies, where like the advanced ones didn't have to like say a spell word, or they just didn't mention it, but they're doing something cool.
That was one of 2 things. Either A, in the books, there were certain like advanced wizards where they could basically say a spell in their head and it would be cast on their wand. They didn't have to say it out loud. However, the movies sometimes just made stuff up and just had them just whatever, just throwing, let's not come up with names or any of the logic that was, the fundamental rules of magic that was portrayed in the books. Let's just make things that look cool.
Yeah, because I remember at one point in the movie, they showed it was like they don't show you how he does it, but it's heavily implied he rescued Harry as he was falling after a Quidditch game. I forget which movie this was, and he was able to save him apparently without his wand.
Yeah, he just used his hand, but
Yeah,
he is
he
also
uses his
called
hand.
a sorcerer.
But at the same time,
Like he's called a
Dumbledore,
warlock or
so I can
something.
excuse this.
Well, that never happens in the books. You have to
Right.
have a wand really to use magic. The closest thing that's happened to that regard is there was a time where Harry was like, I think he was paralyzed or something. He didn't know where his wand was, and he was thinking like Lumos, 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 and his wand was right next to his hand, and it lit up. That's the closest to casting magic without a wand that's been in the books. But the movies, they were just like, screw, especially the more recent ones, the Fantastic Beasts ones. Like the last movie of that one I watched, I'm like, they're just Jedi at this point.
Yeah,
Like they're just moving stuff with their hands, not saying anything, and I'm like, well, okay, to heck with the established magic of the books, I guess.
No, I mean like
Approved.
that scene where Percival Graves in the first one, he's like retrieve his bag, and then he doesn't say anything or even draw a wand. He just holds out his hand, and then it just floats to him.
Yep, yeah, they're Jedi in the movies for some reason. I don't. Okay, sure.
Who was your favorite character, Sweetie Bloom?
Oh,
Luna Lovegood.
Fair.
Ooh.
As for spell, I guess Expecto Patronum because I'm basic like that. Because what I like about it's helpful. Yeah, what I like in the books is it's a very advanced spell, so like most kids aren't expected to know it. B, when you do know it and master it, not only can it ward off Dementors, you can also kind of use it as a familiar. Like you can use Expecto Patronum to send messages and stuff with a little familiar, and what animal it is changes based on shipping and
Shipping. Yeah, before we change top to ship, engelsk, yeah. I just imagine, I think we have all have seen the photo of this, but basically the meme of, what if somebody had a bumblebee for Patronus, and you see all the Desperants just running away from this cute little fluffy bumblebee?
yes.
I don't know. I saw this thing on, I think it was Tumblr, and it was saying, well, what if like it was stereotypical, like a lot of these things were stereotypical, and you just have this very quiet, unassuming Canadian, and suddenly a bloody moose just erupts from their wand.
So then I'm gonna call back to a fun little tweet between me and Dusky. That is okay. So both Norway and Denmark, Canada. Thank you. Canada.
Denmark, Canada.
Denmark, Canada, same difference.
Yeah, you know. Has the thing about who has the bigger moose statue. So I would then be wondering, so which of me and Dusk would have the bigger moose as Patronus?
Just have a moose off.
Moose off right here. Oh snap.
Oh my gosh, that would have been so fun. But that's actually a thing. Have any one of you taken the test on Pottermore?
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
I have not.
I am always a Slytherin.
Yeah, now I was thinking about the can't pronounce
Patronus?
it. Yes.
Oh, Patronus
Yeah, my
test?
Patronus made no sense, so I ignored it.
Okay.
I don't have an idea, so I was like, sure, why not? Mine was an Osprey. And I'm like, sure, okay.
Yeah, as far as I know, it's supposed to be based on the memory you're choosing to draw from.
Border.
Friend,
Hey!
and then lend me your ears and your collective likable traits.
I'd like to keep.
Okay.
I will use them for myself, thank you. But welcome, Border. You have plenty of your own.
Well,
We
that's
were
very
saying
nice of you.
Well, I thought he was brother-in-law.
Not
I
yet.
mean,
Soon enough, soon enough.
Shipping continues.
Yes.
The shipping continues. Yes.
Yeah. So, while we have you here, welcome. Welcome, SolarFlare. And we have a question from Jasper. He says,
Oh boy, this should be good.
ask all, what is y'all's favorite comic book character, and why is it Sam and Max? I triggered it. Spitting out tongue face.
Yeah.
Honestly, the first
Well,
time I heard of Sam and Max was from that poker game. The poker night thing. It was on
Oh.
Steam.
Yeah, Poker Night at the
Oh.
Inventory. I have the
There you go.
second one. It's actually really good.
I found it amusing.
Joey definitely introduced me to all things Sam and Max.
Yeah, same. I learned it through Joey, Will, and
He
they were
was
doing a
not
live
my
stream of it, and they were playing a game, and I'm just like, I swear I know this from something, but I don't remember. That bunny looks familiar. The
They were not my introduction to Sam and Max, but they were the ones that got me to kind of take a second look back at it. So
Sorry, I apparently said wrong. He typed in rigged, not triggered. My bad.
Ah. All good. He rigged it.
Yes. There's only one answer all along.
But if I do want to answer the question a bit sincerely, if you don't mind, do you guys want to do a round of that?
sure.
Okay. I didn't really collect. I think the closest character to like mainstream comics, and I say that with heavy air quotes because I'm not. You wouldn't call this like mainstream Marvel or DC or anything. I'm mostly a Marvel guy, at least when it comes to movies, but comics itself, Neil Gaiman's Sandman.
Ah.
That one's really good, but I also collected a lot of interesting, like, hyper-independent graphic novels, and I have a few that are actually about the life of Aleister Crowley, which are actually, like, really interesting, and the art style is really cool. So I suppose I could just kind of list him, too. Because I don't really collect Marvel or DC comics, I mostly just keep up with, like, the movie media.
Yeah.
Yeah, pass baton. Yeet! Someone catch it.
Everyone who watches the baton falls to the floor.
I guess favorite comic book character. I mean, Deadpool was one of my favorites for a long time since I started collecting comics. I also really had a thing for Batman and the Joker because my shipping instincts went crazy.
Yeah, good girl.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Joker is basically in love with him to he has said so a bunch of times. Like, there's no point in living without him. Like what do you think that is? It's completely twisted, but it is his form of affection. Like, he doesn't even care about Harley Quinn, so everyone who ships them, even though it's in the comics, makes no sense to me, but okay.
Well, I mean, I ship it and I don't. I ship it in the sense that I acknowledge that it was a relationship that happened. I don't, however, acknowledge that it was a healthy relationship in any way,
God,
shape, or
Oh,
form.
no.
Okay, anything dealing with the Joker is not healthy, so we will just put that, but he's a terrifically written character. Like, no matter who is writing him, I have yet to meet a badly written Joker. But, like, in the modern stuff, like, some of the older stuff was a little bit, I mean, during the Silver Age.
Campier.
Like, yeah, you know, it was hammier. Of course it was hammier. That was comics at the
Alan
time.
West Batman.
Heck yeah.
You mean
I love
Adam
that.
West?
Start pounding, Joker.
Yeah. You were right here, Batman. I would pound you.
Moving on.
Oh, that wasn't...
No. That wasn't
wasn't
an innuendo. That was
That
not
was
an innuendo.
He means literally, like, beat him up.
Like
or
beating him up, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, don't worry.
I started becoming very uncertain, so I was just like, and
Well,
No, it's a good
it's-
instinct to have. It's a good instinct
It's
to
the
have.
comic book pound. It's like, yeah, I really ought to pound that guy.
Yeah, like, pound his face in, that type of thing. Like beating someone up.
Yeah,
It's violence, not sex, but...
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not sex, it's violence, therefore it's okay.
I was more like pounding the. I think like the cats or what Dusky does with Aeon, that you basically do like a belly flop on them.
Sure,
Oh.
go with that.
Okay. Let's just say what Dusky does with Aeon didn't send me to G-rated layers either, but okay.
You
Yep.
are quite correct on that.
I don't think.
Yeah, no.
I don't think she does any sexual when we're on Discord, so I thought it was.
Well, not in public.
Ah!
I'm holding my tongue. I'm holding my tongue because I
I'm holding
just from
mine,
interacting with him in person, I already know exactly what happens behind the closed doors.
I don't need to know. I know them individually, and there we go. Perfect image right there.
There
Yep.
we go.
Sounds about right.
Wonderful. Excellent.
Yep.
We love you, Chris.
Perfection.
We love you
I'm
guys
sorry,
too.
Chris.
Just need to have this the right size.
Yeah. Perfect.
There we go. Okay.
I love how she looks like she's just peeking in.
You're
Yeah, like.
guys, this is scary. Help me out.
It reminds me. Oh my
Right.
god, what was that? Hold on, that Russian cat that did that. Oh my god, I need to send you this video. What are these
Things.
fat things?
Also,
Yeah.
Nice.
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 Jasper
lovely.
is also wondering, how is everybody's Easter?
A happy Ostara to you.
Yeah, whatever
it
that
wasn't
is.
great.
Aw.
It wasn't great. I was in quarantine despite having asked the days off so I could actually get things done. But, you know, that...
Betrayal! Sweetie, did I lose you?
I mean, you want to hear
I'm here.
something depressing? I kind of just forgot that Easter happened. It was just a normal day.
Oh,
No Easter egg hunts, no nothing. I was just like, huh.
Aww.
I feel like I should be doing something, but not really.
Oof.
There's like a weirdly there's like a weird depression feeling that follows that because I kind of felt that on Halloween too.
You forgot Halloween? How could you?
It
Betrayal.
was more that there was like a lot of things happening, and the scheduling on it was really tight, and also it was a work day, so I'd already like
Ah.
worked 10 hours, and I just got off meds that like did not agree with me.
I
remember
love
that.
those cats!
That was me, but with Christmas, and it was more along the lines of, oh, cool. I don't have the money to put up a tree or like do any of the Christmas things that I usually do. Huh,
Oh.
okay.
Or there, we
I'm sorry.
next visit, let us have a cocktail mix, and we can drink, and we can be depressed together.
Yeah, we can drink from the mead horn.
Yeah, drink from the mead horn of the sacred of Odin's cauldron brew.
Oh, I gotta share this. They're so good. I love them.
What is this? What is this?
For legal reasons, the mead horn is not filled with mead.
Oh, yeah, this thing, yes.
I love
Oh,
them
look
so
at this
much.
thing.
That's what Chris reminds me of when she does that zoom in on the face.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so fluffy.
It's fluffy.
Yes, that is exactly it. You are just a balanced man.
Oh. Okay.
Like, what the heck is this thing?
Was it, excuse you? You're recording me? I just woke up. Oh, okay. Noah asks, does anyone here has a favorite Back to the Future moment?
I mean, like, what, just a moment from the trilogy?
I mean, I've only seen the first movie, but that had a lot of amazing moments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I only
I need to see-
remember bits of any of them. So I remember a flying old steam locomotive and
think that was the
science
third.
guy. Yeah, with the family and stuff. So
Science guy.
Mhm.
Like Bill?
Science guy.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't remember the
It's-
names.
it's
Doc
Doc
Brown.
Brown.
Yeah.
Doc Brown. Also-
I only watched the first one, and it has been many, 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 many years, so I barely remember any of it. I remember lightning striking the clock tower, which was cool, and the guitar scene.
21 gigawatts!
Okay, since you already mentioned the clock tower scene and everything, it's when like the Marty's dad is finally getting up his confidence, but the henchmen of the bullies like take away Marty, and they like shove him into the band's car, and they like fire off like a low-key racial slur, and then all the band members just step out of the car with swagger, and then turn to look at them. He's like, "What did you just call me?"
Mhm.
And they figure out, and they're just total bros to him after that. That was cool. Like they totally help him out with the whole like, "Hey, I need to set up this scene because I need to make these two fall in love with each other," and they're just like, "Okay."
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, it works for me.
I also need
We
to
can roll.
not get beat up by multiple people. Thanks.
Yeah, I want to live if that's
That'd be
okay.
nice. If that's agreeable.
And then and similar because they were kind of happening at the same time. When his dad finally got his confidence up, that was cool.
Yeah, I think the last time I watched that movie though, it was a little more problematic. Like, I guess I didn't like fully understand that basically he was about to walk away from a rape scene.
Oy.
And then he's like, "Oh yeah, he got his confidence by saying rape is bad." I'm like, "Oh yay, he's a basic human being. Good for him."
Oh dear.
One of those, like, I don't know if I can really be proud of him for not being
a bad person?
complete-
Well,
yeah, being a bad,
was
just
from-
not being a bad person.
It was from someone who constantly attacked him, though.
I don't care. Like, I'm sorry. If I see someone who's about to be sexually assaulted, I don't care how much I'm going to get my face pummeled into the ground. I'm going to try and stop that.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh no, like no, I do agree with you on that. It's just more like I can understand why he like paused for. He's like, wait, it's that, so he overcomes the automatic reaction, and then it's like, okay, right, yeah, punch.
I understand the hesitation is the main thing. Is just like, yeah, he's kind of been getting pummeled his whole life. I can understand the hesitation as to
Basically,
You know-
Self-preservation.
yeah, it's basically having to fight the flight or
Mhm.
like save yourself type of thing.
The instinct.
Yeah, that thing.
I get that, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, the flinch is fine, but I feel like that would, like, his in general reaction would be a normal reaction, and yet we're supposed to think that it's like, he overcame his timidness, because otherwise he would have just watched her get raped.
I'm just gonna say,
That's kind of
watching somebody carry out an unscrupulous crime, it would probably be not too far outside the box to be considering that he would also be willing to commit another unscrupulous crime, i.e.,
Exactly.
murder, which is
Exactly.
that's a pretty big stopper for a lot of people. I'm just saying.
There's also the possibility of people going into shock when they see stuff like that, even if they're not
Mhm.
traumatized from things. But again, it's not a simple movie. It's a movie, so
Yeah.
it's a scene. So we don't need to overanalyze it because
Yeah.
you know. How old is the movie now?
Oh,
Think
it was
about
back in the
85.
80s something, so it's probably in its 30s somewhere.
The Midnight made a really
Let's
good song
Google
about
it.
Yeah, what does Google tell me? Google tells me 1985. Yeah, good job. So yeah, 36.
Though, what I love about that movie is that it made the DeLorean into this sought-after collector car. But I'm a car
Right.
guy, and there's nothing redeeming about that car.
Oof.
The only thing it kind of has going for it is that it does look cool in a very 80s way. But there are stories of like, oh, the gearbox might blow up, the engine isn't reliable, the automatic
God.
motors that are supposed to get
Yeah.
you out of the car might break, which leaves you stuck in the car.
Yeah.
But now it's in a
But
movie,
the,
so now
but the
it's
doors open really cool. So like, get it.
You know, it's not like the newer cars can open even cooler.
I'm just
So like,
saying,
it's the type of way that the doors can open where I hope to God you're not in a parking lot because you're just gonna smack the person next to you and
can
be
you
up for a big
imagine
lawsuit.
like the first normal person to just see a DeLorean rolling down the
Right.
street and its doors just open up like a spaceship? Just
Yeah, those are called.
I wonder what that guy was thinking.
Those are called gull wings, and that's actually not the first car to have that. The first one to make that was in the 50s, but you had to be like,
Yeah.
it's the most expensive car. now. You need
Ungodly rich, yeah.
$300 million to buy one now, and you're very likely to crash it because people who bought it were expected to know how to drive it back then.
Ah.
So, as in, they expected race car drivers to buy them. You know, people who know what
Mhm.
they're doing when they use this, and also for them to have the money for it because no one could just do it. But no, apparently it helps with space stuff. But yeah, no, I just thought that was kind of funny. Also, that Doc Brown doesn't age.
Ever.
Well, yeah, no. Christopher Lloyd, like, he's one of those actors that's always been old. and thus he's
He was
immortal.
born old.
He was born old. Yeah, it's like him and Maggie Smith. They were just born old, and they will live forever.
Yes.
That's just how it works.
That's the deal.
Yeah,
I like
and
to
then-
The
imagine
deal
that
with you're
Maul-
born old, the trade-off is that you live forever. You
I
know?
mean, Betty White's been looking
Yeah.
the same a while too. Keanu Reeves kind of looks the same for a long time.
Will
Yeah, but he's a
Smith?
vampire.
Will Smith also?
yeah,
kind
Will
of
Smith.
does
Smith,
that?
yeah. He
Will
does.
Smith
He has
still
an
looks
age.
pretty young.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
has a name. Sorry. I see we actually gotten a few questions here in chat, so let's try to do a speed round. Or speed answering.
Okay.
Okay. Where did you go? I just saw you. Where did you come from? Where did you go? There you are.
Cotton Eye Joe.
Jasper says, "Ask Sweetie, I have yet to see the Fantastic Beasts movie. Are they any good?"
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Kinda. They're one of those movies that's a good popcorn flick. Don't think too hard.
Okay. Question for everyone. This is from Drinking Buddy. If I run into you in a convention in person, what can I get you for a drink?
Strawberry daiquiri.
Nothing if you got me a care package.
I'll take a strawberry daiquiri too. That sounds nice.
They are delightful.
I love those.
Wait, did you just say cheese?
I said G's.
Okay, because I'm
I
like,
heard
cheese is
cheese
not
too.
a
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
supporting you.
Yes,
with a cup of
definitely get
cheese.
me cheese to drink. Yeah,
Chris.
just give me the curds of mozzarella. You know, it's fine.
No,
Don't
no,
worry
give me
about
Just
it.
like nacho cheese
the
in a
way.
cup.
Yeah.
Solar ran a Taco Bell got you this.
Yeah, I would just
Chris,
take
you're on
water.
cheese duty.
Yeah, I'm a cheese dude. I apparently have to bring all the cheeses I can find. Then we have to melt them, put them in a cup, and give them to SolarFlare and see which
There
one
you
he
go.
chooses to drink.
Honestly,
Okay, so-
whiskey and Coke is perfectly fine. I'm not gonna be too picky about it.
Uh-oh. Drinking Buddy's gonna get you liquid cheese.
Yeah. Okay. Question for Sweetie. Pie.
Milk cheese drink. You see?
Yeah, milk equals cheese drink. That is actually
There you
kinda
go. There you
I
go.
mean,
The
Reverse
freshest
psychology.
cheese you can get.
Oof though. Question for Sweetie Bloom. What would happen if Luna Lovegood met Princess Luna from My Little Pony?
I imagine Luna Lovegood would be very nice and very fascinated by Princess Luna. I imagine Princess Luna would be a little weirded out by this strange monkey child.
She's like, here was
Child.
monkey. Okay. Question for Aeon and Sweetie Bloom. If you own a time machine, would visit prehistoric times or future?
I mean, do I only have those two choices?
Yes.
Okay, future.
Okay.
Prehistoric.
Okay.
Where else
Wait,
would
wait,
you go out
actually-
of curiosity?
Well, actually, no, wait, because I have to ask one thing. Am I given a protective environment suit?
He didn't
There
specify.
you
He didn't specify. Snow and
Yeah,
motorcycle
not
doesn't specify.
Real quick, because
Yeah.
the oxygen levels are different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ska vi se.
I have no interest in prehistoric, honestly, but I'm not
Yeah.
really interested in future either.
Mhm.
Like,
does
I'm very happy being here.
I am too.
I would say at least future first on the pure basis that you go to prehistoric times, where are you gonna get power from if you run out?
I'll go to the future
Oh, I
for the
didn't realize this
environment
was-
suit.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, I didn't realize this was like permanently living in one or the other. I suppose I'd still probably choose prehistoric. I don't know. I
Return
just
to
thought it was like,
Otaku.
which would you like to visit?
Can I go back
Okay.
like 30
I
years?
assume it was, but future. If there's an emergency, don't gotta worry about
Yeah,
it as much.
it says visit, not stay there.
Visit.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Still,
'cause-
30 years.
Yeah. Oh.
Ska vi se. Any of you guys being fan of alternative music groups like Gorillaz?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I love alternative rock.
Oh, alt
Bastille.
rock, absolutely, but not. I don't know. I haven't really gotten into the Gorillas.
The Gorillaz aren't one of my favorite bands. I'd say my favorite band probably Mumford and Sons.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
Panic at the Disco for me.
Oh, Panic's
that's
great.
pop.
Yeah.
I love it though.
I was one of those kids. Yes.
Yes.
I was too. Ooh, and I love Fall Out Boy. That was another
Yes.
Oh yeah, good old
That's
Fall Out Boy. Yeah.
amazing.
one. Some Blink-182, some Simple Plan. I didn't listen to
Mhm.
them as much though.
Hey, Aeon, guess what
Mhm.
popped up on my playlist today? I was just playing random stuff
Okay.
and Cut My Life into Pieces by Papa Roach popped up.
Oh
Nice.
It's almost as iconic as Soundscape 009, and you've all
Mhm.
heard that song because back in the days of like Windows XP when YouTube was really new, every tutorial had that song. Because it was one of the only two songs along with Let the Bodies Hit the Floor that didn't have royalty protections on it, which is why everyone used it.
Ah.
Yeah, if you're wondering why that was so common, that was why.
Mhm.
I just thought people liked it.
I mean, it is a good song.
I should have known. I should have known there was money behind it.
Yeah. Also, the music industry is kind of money hungry. Like, what was it? Kaza
What
owes us
industry is it?
$100 trillion. That was an actual thing. They tried to put like a multi-trillion-dollar thing, but the judge was like, "That's not even realistic, bro. This is more
That's
money
not
than-"
even realistically feasible.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
I think they were asking for like 3 times what the U.S. total economy was worth from Kaza,
Yeah.
like $80 trillion or something.
Mhm.
Obviously, the judge was like, "No."
Hell
Yeah,
heck
right.
no.
It's like, how about no?
Ebony.
There is no way to enforce this.
Magic Star Flash asks a question for everybody. All of those who play or play D&D, what's something you learned from D&D that can appeal to real life?
Oh,
Roll for initiative.
Yep. Actually,
Load
you
it.
can put playing D&D on your CV. CV? CV?
CV.
CV? On
CV.
your CV, because as long as you don't mention it by name, you can put it up to that 2 times a month. You meet with peer age group like yourself and practice problem solving.
Oh, do you
enough.
mean a resume?
Yeah, resume.
Yeah,
Thank you.
CV is
Mhm.
it's the same thing as a resume.
Yeah, we call
Okay.
them CV,
Oh.
don't we?
Oh, okay.
That's mine at least.
I know. I think there was a way that you could write adding that you're like, if you were like a dungeon master for a certain amount of time. There actually are ways to put that on a resume because there are some jobs where that is a handy background to have, or at least it involves skills that are helpful to your job. I didn't look into it because I'm not a DM, so I think I was like cracking down on resume at the time.
I will fully say that I have used the Brony fandom in order to get a job.
Nice. How'd you
Because
manage that?
well, okay, so I was actually applying to an employment agency, right? And this is Apple One, and they're like, "Well, we require 2 years office experience." And I go, "Well, I have worked for a nonprofit arts organization for several years,
Yes.
doing putting these creative endeavors together. So I basically used my work with BabsCon
Nice.
in order to BS my way into an office position."
Very nice.
Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Behold, I've yada yada'd myself into a job.
Yeah.
You have performed magic.
Sorry, a little Mr. Bean humor. Okay.
You're good.
Let's see. Ashstrike808 asks, any one of you having a favorite MCU movie?
This is gonna sound weird and cliche, but honestly, the last one, and was it Endgame?
Endgame.
I think it's Endgame.
Endgame, yeah.
Endgame, I
That
don't think
moment-
was the most recent one, but it is like the
big
ending.
one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that one and Captain America are my two favorites.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be basic over here and say Endgame too.
Okay. I loved Endgame, but I'm gonna go with my other one that I really love, Ragnarok.
Oh my god,
That's a good one,
Ragnarok
too.
was
It
hilarious
was
too.
95% ad lib. They all had fun, and you could all see it.
Yeah, I gotta say, I do have a little trouble enjoying those movies. You know the reasons, Aeon.
Oh no, I know.
But they are good
Iron
made.
Man 1.
They are well made. It's just guess for me it would be what was the movie where Spider-Man got a lot of upgrades?
Was that Infinity War?
That was Infinity War, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I just love to see him geek out and be. You know, the first time he actually narrows his eyes on the suit, I jumped.
Yeah.
That was just so awesome.
That was
Like
cool.
the old Spider-Man fangirl in me was just like,
Mr. Stark, what is this? It's kind of nice. It smells like a new car.
yeah, I think that one, just because of the Spider-Man stuff, is my favorite.
Sweet.
Okay, ska vi se.
Solar, did you want to answer?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Solar?
Dusk Solar?
Huh? What?
Oh, wait. Dusk already answered. Solar?
Yeah, I did the thing.
Yeah, she did the thing. Solar didn't do the thing. Solar, do the thing.
What thing are we talking about?
The
Favorite
thing!
MCU movie.
Yeah, no, I said Iron Man 1.
Oh, I did not hear that at all.
Not
The first one. The first one holds a special place in my heart. Everything about that movie was just so good.
Nice.
It was honestly, actually, yeah, no, I think unironically, it was like the first time that a superhero movie was just unequivocally just considered to be good.
Nice.
No, I remember I read something that this was apparently like a writing objective from the writing team for the people writing MCU, and that was the entire point of well, not the entire point, but one of the things they wanted to attempt to do with Tony Stark's character was they wanted to take someone who was fundamentally unlikable and then make you like him by the end of his character arc.
Yeah. He's still fundamentally unlikable, but you sort of have pity for him.
You know, he was also the first superhero ever to have a substance abuse issue.
Wait.
Yeah, and they do touch on it in the movies. Like, you almost constantly see him at the beginning with the drink.
Yeah.
Guys,
Which I thought was very clever. Anyway, yes.
Sorry, just refreshing my memory here. Somebody, I'm sorry if I don't remember you, but Malpelicius isn't. It sounds very familiar. I think it's a person.
Oh, Mapleicious?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that one?
Yeah, I
from,
know them.
Is that one from one of the discords we are in?
Yeah, that is from the server that we're in. Yeah, that's from the Nook.
Okay. It looked
Not from
familiar,
them, but I've seen them around.
yeah, I couldn't place them, so I was just like, I think I know this person. Ah, I'm sorry.
I see them on Twitter mostly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ska vi se. Were there any more questions? Yeah, there we have. Noah.
There's a lot of questions.
Question for SolarFlare. What is your favorite firebrand, aka pronounce this correctly? Joss Scorcher moment.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. The entirety of Once Upon a Zeppelin, because that's the one that I helped co-write.
There you go.
Not biased at all, I swear.
No bias whatsoever.
Not biased at all. Hey, I'm just saying, I managed to slip Bionicle lore into that video, and I was proud of myself for doing it.
I'm proud of you too.
Hey, my genius did not go unnoticed. There were people in the comments that recalled the past glories. But yeah, no, I had a lot of fun genuinely writing or co-writing that video. So yeah.
A question I didn't ask earlier to Aeon. Frostbite is asking this to Aeon. Since people call you Lucifer, what do you think of Haspin Hotel or Heluvibus?
Hell of a boss.
Hell of a boss, yeah.
I do like those because, this is where, if you don't mind me bringing this up, when it comes to like lore about things that I like to look up, because it's no mystery here that I like to look up like demon stuff just for fun. To me, it's not really a question of whether or not it's accurate. I usually like to see like art of like, okay, how are you using the idea of demons and hell, and what does hell look like here? and what are the nature of the demons. And to me, all that stuff is just cool, even if it is inaccurate. I believe little brother is here.
Hello.
Hello, little brother.
Hey, Finn.
Hello, people.
Finn.
The Finn has joined
Welcome.
us.
What's up?
Sorry, it's been a while. I'm just welcome to the stream. I'm just mid answering a question, but I wanted to say hello while you jumped in.
I'm just glad I get to talk to you again.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
me too. Sorry, it's been a while. Work was a bit rough.
And this
It's
is
okay.
this is one of the reasons why these streams are kind of nice to have around. You know, it's
Yay!
nice to talk to people. Yay! Okay,
But
continue.
yeah, no, I usually like mostly like how the lore is typically used in a lot of these things. Like one of the things I loved about even the recent Doom game, which may seem weird coming from someone who admittedly has worshipped demons before, that I actually do like to play Doom. But I love the new Doom because it's like, oh, this version of hell looks so classic, like in a Halloween eye party kind of way.
Well, it's based
it's
on
like,
it's based on an older game, so that would make sense.
Yeah, or I also
It's
like
based on the classic hell.
so essentially the long-winded answer is I do like to see creative stuff so long as the idea is cool, or typically like dramatic stuff, like especially like old Catholic Dante's Inferno. Like I love that because it defined it so well, and a lot of Catholic art depictions of demons because they're from what I understand, Catholics are more obsessed with like symbolism and artistic flair, so you get like these like really good pieces of art based on it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I love that stuff.
Yep.
My heart belongs to Paradise Lost, but I love Dante's Inferno too.
Sweet.
So I gotta say, classical hell. So I guess there's like a high modern version as well, or country version.
I mean,
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, because the burning abyss, the idea of like, oh, it's a burning pit in an abyss was, from what I understand, that was popularized by Dante in Dante's Inferno, and it just
No, I wouldn't say so, because in Dante's Inferno, a good chunk of hell is frozen.
Yeah, so Norway.
Especially the deepest parts of hell. The deepest parts of hell are frozen. Lucifer himself is like caked in ice.
Lucy
Yeah,
needs a
I remember
skating
that,
ring.
the ninth circle for if you commit most unforgivable sin, which she wrote as betrayal.
Betrayal.
Lucy
yeah, no,
needs a place to store his ice cream bars
But,
because everywhere else is burning.
Yeah, no, but what I mean by that is the burning bits of it, like in the outer rings, really apparently just caught on because there's, like, I've been to a lot of art museums too. There's a lot of art of those areas in particular.
Well, it makes
Like-
sense. It's
like,
the
I don't
church
see-
basically did all
Yeah,
the
because
artwork
you
and
never
stuff.
see art of like the ninth circle. Like, at least I don't remember ever seeing art when I've gone to museums when I was younger. But I'll always see art of like the burning stuff.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
I
that
mean-
actually has more to do with visions certain saints have had rather than Dante's Inferno.
I'll put it
Yeah, like-
to you like this: you can look into a hole a lot easier than it is to pick details from looking out of it.
Yeah, and there is a lot more visually going on because in the ninth circle, it's kind of displaced, if I remember right. It's not described as having like a lot of interesting things going on aside from, hey, oh, cool, Satan's here and he's frozen, but the environment doesn't really have much else until he like scales him, but after he scales him, he's not in hell anymore. He's in purgatory. But
Yeah, that's the very last circle. But there are several circles before we even get to that point where
Yeah.
like fire is only like a few of the rings. Like one in particular, there's one ring in particular that is very our standard modern thought of hell.
Yeah. I just
But
wanna
it's
get-
a lot. Most of the other rings do not fall into that category whatsoever.
yeah, like
And
the
particularly
level
not
is-
the
turns
lower
out
ring.
you weren't that bad in your life, so you're only going to the first circle. Oh, that's not
Yeah.
so bad. Well, don't
Well,
worry
it
about that
actually has
because it's
to
actually
do-
the hottest.
Well, it has
You would
to
know this
mostly
because
to
hot air
do-
rises.
It's mostly to do with what sin you were guilty of.
yeah, like if you were.
So
one of them was-
there's lust, there's greed, there's envy, there's wrath. There's the
the whole shebang.
a lot of them are the whole
And
shebang.
the
Yes.
eighth, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
like-
the eighth circle is for liars, and it's actually a square.
No, like I remember for Lust, for instance, there was no fire, but it described you as like constantly being blown down by like a gale force wind.
Yeah, it's a wind.
A phone is
Yeah.
ringing. A
Mhm.
phone is ringing.
That's what's
Yeah, I heard it too.
Ah, okay.
Ding ding.
Sorry.
Ringy.
Also, now I'm looking up Bosch's Hell and Garden of Eden piece because this whole thing just triggered my memories of learning about that piece. It is a weird piece.
Yeah, I just want to get this joke out of my head. So basically, hell gives you a warm welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I got really bad humor.
It's like half fire and half ice, so it gives you a warm welcome and then a cold shoulder.
Yeah. There you go.
But
Nice one, Finn. The Quill of the 10th asked to Solar, how did you get untied from the tree from Lightning Bliss's last magic episode?
Well then.
It takes a lot more than ropes to hold me down, pal.
Was that a shotgun?
So I guess you could say that was. So I guess you could say that was a loaded question.
I just love how you keep it right near your computer.
Finn, I need to have you on more of these. You're hilarious. I like this.
Yes.
Yes.
I would see more of Little Bro too.
Yeah.
Hug the big bro.
Hugs.
Ska vi se. Snowy asks, has anyone here seen Doctor Who: The Day of the Doctor?
Nope.
Heck yeah!
Have not.
I love the dissonance of that. Everyone else, nah, me. Heck yeah!
Woo!
The anniversary fun. It was great. I broke my friend's eardrums. I was squeeing so much, and I'm only kind of exaggerating.
I don't know anything about Doctor Who. Please don't kill me.
I've only seen a few
Shun.
episodes.
Okay.
I've only seen a few
Shun the
episodes.
non-believers. Shun.
I'm not a non-believer. I just haven't seen that many. And as
Oh,
far as
I'm
Unbelievers.
definitely a non-believer.
I still have a favorite doctor. It's the 10th Doctor because he says.
Okay, that is the correct answer. So
Yay!
I know enough to get me in trouble, and that is it.
Okay, fair enough.
Same.
I think at least 3 doctors, and the end, how the person looks at the very end for some reason, or how he starts. I think it's how he starts up because he becomes younger and younger. I think. I'm
Not
sure.
exactly. He
Ah.
changes his face for yes and no.
Okay.
Basically, he just changes his face whenever he dies. For a while, that was him getting younger and younger. Like with New Who, you went from
New Who?
New Who, yes. That when it was yes, New Who. So we started with the 9th Doctor when it was revamped. You got the 9th Doctor, 10th Doctor, 11th Doctor. They were getting younger and younger. But then from the 11th Doctor to the 12th Doctor went really freaking old. So and then it went to female. So like there is no rule. Yeah.
The
We
rules
thought
went
there was
out
a
of the
rule. We
window.
were wrong.
Yes.
There were-
it
well,
went-
Yes.
I mean, I think it was less of a rule and more of we're trying
Guideline?
to get marketing. Well, more of the TV people being like, let's get an even younger demographic by getting an even younger man in there. And then they're like, or we could throw Peter Capaldi in there and he's old as heck, but that's fine.
And people just like him for him.
Don't get me wrong, I like Peter Capaldi. I'm not trying to diss him. I'm just saying it was a very... Because like Matt Smith
Unnerving.
was the youngest person, I think, to play the Doctor. And then they sort of jumped. I don't think Peter Capaldi was the oldest, but he was still up there.
I mean,
No, because the first Doctor was the oldest.
The first
I mean,
Doctor is
does
still the oldest. Yeah, 'cause he
biological
died.
age really matter when you're like a timeless being?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the age of the
Yeah.
Doctor is like, what, 1,200 years old or some nonsense?
yeah, like, or by the time it
it's
was
something.
the 9th Doctor, it was 900 something.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the ninth, but no, he broke 1,000 somewhere in the Matt Smith era, like David Tennant Matt Smith era. He broke
I was about to say
1,000,
the
and
Ninth
then I don't
Doctor-
know where.
The 9th
That
Doctor
makes sense.
was Eccleston, right?
Yeah, Eccleston.
Yeah,
I
no,
liked him.
but it makes sense because we don't always know what he's doing between seasons. So,
Yeah.
between companions, he could have just like I don't know, took a 100-year vacation and then come back.
Yeah, just
I mean, he
years,
could, he could
10
do that.
minutes,
He
not
could do that in the
seconds.
middle of an episode. They actually sort of did that with one of the characters that it's implied, like between 2 seconds in one shot of an episode, she like left, like lived for centuries, and then came back.
I went on a vacation to when Hawaii was first created, and then I stayed there so long I could check into a hotel.
There you go.
No, the only frame of reference I had was I'll say during shamanism, where I had a experience where I experienced 3 weeks in a span of 5 minutes.
There you go.
Yeah, that happens. So, we have a question from Jasper.
Yay! Hi,
Asks,
Jespy.
Jasper.
Ask me sure. How do I pronounce this? Ah, that's what it is. Ask Solar and Aeon, because I, for some reason, thought that was one name. I know you guys are Bionicle fans. Who is your favorite Toa?
Toa.
Toa.
So,
A nice
And it's
girl, by the way.
bionicle.
Thank
Nice.
you.
yeah,
Mhm.
very
I
incredible,
gave it a
really.
7.
Yeah. English is not my first language. Sorry, guys.
No worries.
You're good.
It's all good.
Thank you.
It's just to help you in future for pronunciation if it comes up again.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's just like I'm explaining to the viewers. It's just like, sorry, guys, I don't mean to do it.
Yeah, that's alright, sweetie.
Oh, how dare you not speak fluent English? How dare you?
How dare? Says the people who only speak one language. How could?
Shun the bilinguals. Shun.
Boy, am I in trouble.
Yeah.
We speak English on this podcast.
You don't even
We're
speak
speaking
correctly.
here.
You've yeed your last haw.
You're never gonna let me forget that, are you, Solar?
No.
No.
Nope.
And it's
Corey,
recorded,
you
so
wanna
the
go
whole
first?
world knows now.
Oh boy, yeah. I guess if I actually do upload everything on YouTube, you're actually gonna see the reference to where that came
Yay.
from. Oh boy.
Yep.
Okay, but he actually asked a question.
Okay.
Are you gonna answer it, or are we just gonna move on?
Yeah, brother, I was gonna actually have you answer it first.
I mean, honestly, I know it's a really common answer, but mine's Tahu. He was literally the first one I ever got, and let's be honest, he ended up, he was the real fucking star. He was,
Language.
Language.
oh, yep, sorry,
It's okay.
I
It's your
completely
first one.
forgot.
You done well. It was a whole hour. I'm proud.
Yeah,
of
I
you.
was
It
about
was
to
a
say
whole
that.
hour. But let's be
Put a
honest,
quarter
he
in the
was
swear
absolute-
jar.
Yeah, okay, let me get a quarter here. Yeah, no, I don't have one on.
Okay,
On me.
we're just gonna keep this one for a little while.
Mhm.
Oh wait,
Just
here
take
we
your
go.
thumbs.
Yeah, here's a quarter.
Hey.
There we go.
Then we can take it away. Okay. So, can I answer the question in peace?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, now it's your turn. Have fun.
Okay, because there were some there's some elements I like it. But when I was younger it was Tahu. I'll probably say Lacan because he was a really good like he was good at establishing like the archetype of what the ideal example of most of the heroically sided characters was supposed to be. So I think I kind of liked him for that, even though 2004 was not my favorite year.
What was?
2001.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Question for Finn.
2001 was a good year for a lot of Bionic fans. Anyways.
I was about to debate if you said in general. I was like, I don't know, September of that year wasn't all that great for most people. I don't know about you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Fair.
question Snowy Motorcycle had for Finn was, for FinnThePony, do you wish you can time travel?
Do I wish I could time travel? It'd be a cool skill to have.
Okay.
I could go back in time and anybody who's suffering, give him a big hug and then say peace, and then go to the next guy.
Yeah, you know
And I
what?
I
That would
wouldn't waste a
scare
single
the
day.
crap out of me.
You go to the store and they're out of milk and you rewind time to back when they had milk.
Yes.
I would be like, okay, Finn, if you're gonna do a huggle drive, let me join you, please. We can hug more people.
Yes, we'll do it all. And the funny thing is, no matter how many people we have, we won't waste any time because we got all the time in the world.
There you go.
Oof.
Also, I would use it to rewind cons so we can relive all those memories. Like
Yeah,
billion
then I
times.
can actually join you guys.
That'd be nice.
Aw.
Let's
there we
do
go.
the time warp again.
Somebody tells you that
Let's
you're
go to BC again and again and again and again and again.
Oh, I'm
again.
starting to see this become very unhealthy very quickly.
No.
No, we got all the time to recover. Don't worry about it.
Like job? What is that?
Take a 1-day vacation for like a year.
Yeah,
The
no,
rest
you
of your
yeah,
life.
You know.
you have unlimited vacation days.
Yeah. And you know, if you just need food, we can just jump to another time and space thingy.
Well,
grab
now
some
you get
food
to now you get to understand the doctor, because now people look at you and be like, "Hey, you're just like 30-something, right?" It's like, no, I'm actually like 900 years old.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
or 927, but who counts?
Also,
Oh, my
you don't
pizza
have
was
to
30
worry
minutes
about
late.
how
Oh, no, it
much.
wasn't.
Also, you don't have to worry about how much money you spend because every 3 days it just gets reset again.
Yeah.
See, the benefits just keep adding up here. I don't really see any disadvantages to this.
Are you thinking of like a Groundhog's Day loop?
Yes.
Oof.
I mean, if you can control time to that point where you can just affect people around you as well as yourself, yeah.
I mean,
Well-
not
See
gonna
that
lie.
this is where I fear it gets unhealthy, because now it's like, oh, I can do all the things I want with no consequences.
Oh yeah, no,
Yay.
we're humans. This is a very dangerous thing to give up.
Yeah.
We should never be in control
Yeah.
of this, because
Don't
at
give me
some
that
point
kind
it will
of
get
power.
abused and we will
Yeah.
sorely regret it.
Yeah, basically, I'm like, I don't like giving these people these power.
I mean, what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen when we eventually build next? Because we are gonna build next. It's gonna happen.
Okay, I gotta ask, what's next? Next?
Max, giant robots.
You've
Yeah.
never
Max.
have you never seen a
Max.
mecha anime?
Ah, Max. I thought you said Nax, like another.
No,
like,
Mechs, like MECHS.
giant anime
Max.
robots that you can control.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Excuse me, while I
It's
take my
coming.
Gundam
It's
to
the
work.
next generation. Yeah, exactly. Personal Gundam.
Yeah.
How do you park one like that?
Delivering packages in the Uber Gundam.
I got.
Yeah,
like,
I
that's-
assure you,
that's,
officer,
that's-
this is my medicinal Gundam.
It's
Yeah.
like you see a giant mech land in your front yard. Hello, Amazon Prime Air.
yeah. You know, over
I'm
the
in a-
night delivery or next hour delivery instead.
Yeah.
Behold,
Amazon-
the tier above Amazon Prime, Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Just an Amazon robot.
Optimus
comes to my
Optimus
house.
Prime Air.
Dibs
There
on
you go.
Bumblebee.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ska vi se. Superman. Have you guys heard of the 1911 silent movie adaptation of Dante Inferno?
Dante's Inferno?
Oh, Dante's
Um,
Inferno.
I don't
I can't
know.
say I have.
No. I'm not
No,
familiar
that
with
is
that.
not a version I'm familiar with.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
it's gonna be a
from
no on
me.
all counts.
Everybody just
Gonna be a no from me, Chief.
it's just 6 X's across the board. You're out from
Yep.
America's Got Talent or anything.
You've been voted off the island.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
You have been shot.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You're going
have to
to
vote
Brazil.
Dante off the island.
Yes.
Oh dear.
You're going.
Okay. Daxkun asks, would you be a magical girl or a Seikai summoner?
Isekai. Okay, Isekai is
Isekai.
when you're teleported to another world, usually through a video
Oh.
game.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, Isekai would be fun though. Sorry.
Depends on the video game. I would not want to be in the actual Bioshock or
It's-
Fallout universe. Just
Hello,
saying.
Dusky. Welcome to
It's
Dead
not
Space.
it's not always
Yes.
not always video games. I want to throw that. It's not always video games. It's basically
Other
anime
worlds.
version of Alice in Wonderland.
Mhm.
Oh.
Anything
Isekai is
involving
not
you going
always-
to another world.
To
Pretty
another
much.
world, yeah.
You're like the
I'm-
one normal person in a world of weirdness, I guess.
Oh yeah, no. Like
Yeah.
I understand that. It's just usually, for whatever reason, the version of it that's most popular is something involving a video game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Because
These
video
days,
games
yeah,
are cool.
Modern days, yes. But the primary isekai I think of is actually Spirited Away.
Oh, that's
Yes.
That's the
Oh,
first one I think of.
That's so
Never seen
good.
it.
again. It
You haven't
depends.
seen it, Finn?
It depends.
No, I'm not. I
You've
don't
never
do anime.
seen
I'm sorry.
Spirited
That's right. You haven't seen any Ghibli. He hasn't seen any Ghibli.
You I don't do anime.
Studio
It's not my
Ghibli?
thing.
What?
Okay.
They're
Okay.
so
Guys,
good emotionally,
guys.
though.
We
Yeah.
need to get Finn, and we just need to have a movie marathon. Who's
Okay,
first?
okay,
I agree to this. Absolutely. We need to do
Okay,
this.
so-
Ghibli-thon.
While
I was shaming you about that back in our Brony D&D days. I was like, oh my gosh, this is just like Castle in the Sky. And you're like, I've never seen it. And I'm like, what?
God.
I've never seen it.
So I'm just gonna go right out and ask. So Finn, what time next week would be fitting for watching at least one movie? At least one movie. Let's start with
Ooh,
one.
I'm in.
I'd
Excellent.
have to see about that because I don't know.
You better get back to me, or
I
else
gotta
I'm
check
gonna
my
send
schedule.
Sweetie
Figure it
on
out, man. Figure it out. We're gonna do it.
And there's a movie I'm gonna want to show you later too, because
Yeah.
if you don't watch anime flicks, you haven't seen it. I need to show you Your Name because I want to see your reaction to it.
That's
Oh,
Your name?
why do you want to
Okay.
break the poor cinnamon roll?
I'm just going to say
I love Shinkai. It's so good.
the reason we're saying that you need to watch these movies is not just because they're good, anime movies. They're just good movies in general. Just
They're
Yeah,
excellent
absolutely.
movies.
Just good
Very-
films.
They're the
very
the
good
gateway drug
stories.
to anime. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Good. Wait.
Huh?
Good gateway
The-
drugs for anime? Like
Yes.
what? Aren't
Yeah.
they technically anime?
Well,
Gateway
they are
Drug-
anime, but like, yeah,
It's
It'll get you
basically
into
the
more.
thing that gets you hooked onto anime.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
anime style.
if you've
Yeah.
never if you've never
Yeah.
experienced anime in your life, but you can watch Ghibli, it'll be your first anime that you experience, and then it'll sort of suck you into the world of anime.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Yep.
You know.
Of good anime. Of good
I have
anime.
watched-
I have watched a grand total of one anime
Oh,
fully in my entire life.
And that
Which
is.
What
was-
anime was it?
Gakuin Babysitters with my girlfriend
Okay.
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 because she likes babies.
Oh.
That's fair.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I have not.
It's
either.
a slice of life show about a guy who interns at a school and runs a babysitting club. It's adorable.
Oh, I want to see that one.
That does sound adorable.
And
And
there's no
so-
puppy babies. And they're cute.
Which one are we getting Finn to watch? Because this is important questions now. Other questions
is an
can
important
be
question.
put
Oh,
on
we said
hold.
Ghibli first. We said
Yes,
Ghibli
well,
first.
Ghibli.
well, yes, but that's a
Spirited
long
Away.
repertoire.
Yeah, I
Spirited
guess
Away
So
is probably a
Spirited Away,
good
because that was what was
intro,
brought
yeah.
up, and I love Spirited
Sure.
Away.
Spirit Away
So-
is
Spirit Away is
really
a good
good,
one.
but it's also very sad.
Since y'all are my
A lot
gatekeepers,
of
you
them
guys
are
gotta like do a round robin and decide which one am I watching first. You gotta vote on it.
Okay,
How
okay,
many
Right.
round?
okay. Everybody.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Okay,
How's
Howl's Moving Castle is a good one. That's
Okay,
right.
okay.
Okay, well,
Now
is it
we
Chris?
have we have heard Spirited Away. We have heard House Moving Castle. I would
Kiki's
put
Delivery Service.
Kiki's Delivery.
Kiki's Delivery
Service.
Service. Yeah.
And,
Also a good one.
Princess Mononoke.
yeah.
Hmm?
I would put in to start with my neighbor Totoro.
My neighbor Totoro.
Totoro.
I need
Okay,
to
fair.
see that one.
Yeah, it's just that I think we need to list them and then we need to try to prioritize them. But that's gonna be a hard one to do. So if
Oh,
we pay
You mean we're listing all Ghibli films? Okay, let me get started.
yeah.
Really just
I can't wait until we show Finn Grave of the Fireflies. That's gonna be
Oh,
God, no.
dang.
Or,
Ooh.
or how about Pom
No.
Poko? Do you want to watch the movie with the raccoon testicles?
I don't No, I haven't seen that one either. I've seen a clip of that.
Altså, hva for noe inni bakventeland?
Exactly.
I'm gonna pretend I understood those words.
Also, someone's
I didn't
cracking up.
understand
I'm
him at
not sure
all,
who it
but I
is.
appreciated the emotion that I could hear in it.
Yeah, basic. Okay, who is making the stuffy with the Mikey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
somebody eating their
okay.
microphone.
Yeah,
That
Who's
might have been me, Mike.
crackling?
That might be me, guys. All right.
okay.
That's
No
okay.
worries.
Just need
What's
to know who
crack-
does it and if it can be fixed. That is nice.
Also, Castle in the Sky is a good one.
Castle in the Sky, yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
So
you
you just
really,
listed
really
every
need to see that
single
one,
movie,
Finn.
basically.
Yes.
No, we did not.
No,
No,
there's
we've
a lot.
got
There's like 15 more, but
a
yeah.
lot.
I gotta say,
Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, The Cat
Oh,
Returns, Whisper of the Heart,
Arieta's
Only
Secret
Yesterday.
World.
Wait, what?
Phantom Menace.
Arieta's Secret World. I think it's called.
Oh
in
yeah,
English.
Arietis.
Oh yeah, Arietti's Secret with the
Yeah,
Secret World
that
of Arietti,
one.
yeah.
It's I got my heart on that one. It's like
Onyo.
tie between that one and Totoro.
The Wind Rises.
I need to
Wind
see
Rises.
like 8 out of 10 of these. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't worry.
I've
we will watch
seen
them.
all Ghibli films at this point.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
have
I'm
not
missing
enjoyed
one.
all of them, mind you, but I've seen them
Yeah. I would not recommend showing Grave with the Fireflies to Finn
I know.
because that
all. I
will
know
break
it'll
him.
break his poor little
Yeah.
heart.
I
Yeah.
gotta say,
Sad.
I actually
It's
saw it
sad.
without knowing what it
Oh,
was.
no.
Oh, Chris.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
don't
poor
know.
thing.
I cried 3 days straight.
Chris.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
no.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I literally.
No, I'm
Grave-
sure.
And for context, Finn, Grave of the Fireflies is basically anime Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Oh
Wasn't
no.
that's a good way to do
Yeah.
Isn't it about
It's-
Hiroshima or something?
It's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oof.
Yes.
I don't
No,
need
it was
that.
about
I've
Tokyo.
never, well, no, here's the thing. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
Okay, so it was
No,
about
no,
it wasn't
it-
about Hiroshima. It was about Tokyo during the war.
Tokyo, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, not Hiroshima itself, but yeah, during
Yeah.
World War II. and
Yeah,
kids dealing with post-war fun times,
Yeah,
basically.
if you
Yeah.
guys, okay, can we do something else? I'm
Yes.
starting to cry here.
Okay.
Oh, sorry,
no worries,
sorry.
No worries.
Hug
It's
to Chris.
Okay. It's thank you, hugs.
Think
back.
about Totoro.
Oh, the hug.
Totoro is
Yeah,
wholesome.
Totoro. Oh, the big fluffy Totoro. Oh.
I will
Big fluffy
send you
Totoro.
more happy clips.
Yes, do that.
Hold
Okay.
on. Adorableness.
Yeah. Finn, special question for Finn. Can you do an impression of Jasper, Spencer, Shay, or Silverquill?
I can do an impression of all three of those, actually.
Yep.
There you go.
Do you mind sharing
Uh,
your talent?
Yeah, sure. I'll do Spencer first.
Yeah.
Let's just recap. You steal my motorcycle. I don't have you arrested. I invite you into my home. I teach you about the joys of painting. I'm forced to wait an hour for bagels I didn't even want. And then I come in to find you chewing on my sister's face.
What?
I don't know where this is from, but it's
It's from iCarly and it's beautiful.
Oh,
Eh.
that's Spencer.
And let's see. Give me something to say as Jasper.
The thing he says when he picks up the phone.
Yeah, hello, Pie's Pizzeria.
Hello, Pie's Pizzeria. Who better to cook a pie than a pie? How can I help
Nice.
you helping yourself?
That's
Homeless
adorable.
pizza.
Love you, JJ. Shout out.
He is somewhere in the chat.
He is. He's
Yeah, he is in there.
He even asked a
yeah, he's in
question.
there.
And let's see. What
Him-
would Silver say?
Pretty much the same puns you would.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is FinnThePony's impression of Silverquill. Something about puns.
You sound like Master Code trying to impersonate Silverquill.
Yeah, you were.
Well, I don't have as
Oh,
deep
God.
and amazing a voice as him, so
The
he's
thing
probably
is,
the hardest one. To do.
You did
You
go,
do, it's alright.
The thing is, you were very close, but you were actually darker than Silverquill. I think if you got in the high pitch, you would actually get his voice very, very on the spot.
Continuity.
There you go.
Hey, Jinx.
Yeah, we said that at the exact same time.
For Finn and DuskFlare, do you guys like Power Rangers?
Nope.
Oh, to me, I think I watched a little bit of it. I didn't watch too much of it to say if I like it or not. I liked what I saw, though. It's cheesy fun.
That's fair. Oh, here's an interesting one. Magic Starflash asks to everybody, what is a misconception people have about you? I'm just gonna start because people usually think I'm like 16, 14-year-old because of my voice.
Mm.
For some reason.
Fair.
Trust me, when you get older, that's going to be a blessing.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's
All right.
fine.
I will fully say that the biggest misconception is that I have nothing but romance in my head. Like I only care about and think about romance when, to be honest, I'm not even all that much of a romantic. But like that's all that I have in my head.
Okay.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, I basically have the same problem, but it's in multiple categories. You could probably guess at them, where people also kind of just boil me down to like one trait, and then they base like all their expectations on that one trait.
Yeah,
And
basically.
then they get surprised when they meet me at BC, and they're like, "Oh, you're different than I thought you were." It's like, well, I thought you'd be more.
Whoa, you're like an actual person.
Yeah, right. Like,
You're
Yeah,
a
right.
human being.
Oh, shock and dismay.
Oh my gosh.
no, like one person was like, "Oh, what about all this like they might want to hear, or they may have expected me to deflate everything to something about occultism, which is not something I do in real life, except like when I'm reading about it, maybe." Or the most common one, you probably already guessed, it's they'll assume I'm like always promiscuous about everything, and sometimes it's to the point where it's like very tone deaf.
We have
Yeah, I'm gonna be
today's
honest.
sponsor.
Like, Totoro is our sponsor. Yeah.
Actually, it's
Yeah.
Studio Gimli. But
Yes.
it's
Studio Ghibli, yes.
Japanese.
Now we got to do one
Yes.
of our legally required advertisements.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. Studio Ghibli's video. I don't know. Nah, don't sponsor me. I
Studio
can't do
Ghibli is
sponsor stuff.
Japanese Disney. Watch it.
Yes.
Yep.
Watch Studio Ghibli because good films. Would recommend.
This video
Heartwarming
is brought to you
stories,
by
a lot of
Studio
them.
Ghibli. It's a Ghibli. That's a studio. Back to you.
Oh no! Hold on. I want to say right now. I want to shoot down something Joey said. He says to Aeon and myself, I try hardest to write you and Sweetie Bloom accurately in my comics. Doesn't always work out. I will say personally, Joey, you write my character the best. Like, period. Everybody else, like when they write my character, writes my character as a complete ditz, a self-centered ditz, and it annoys me. But Joey, you write my character fantastically and everything that you write for me. So no complaints here whatsoever.
Yeah, she's not a ditz. She's an amazing person and very, very sweet to everybody.
Mama.
But yeah, no, Joey, I don't remember. I know I have to go back and read your comics more thoroughly again, but I don't remember any instances where I thought you did anything wrong with my character in particular.
Yeah. And one thing I was going to say, if we were going back to the common misconceptions, the one thing which should be obvious, even though everybody boils me down, I'm not happy is not my only setting. You know, like people always think it's like positive everything, positive happy and everything like that. And the second that I show some other emotion than that, people start freaking out. But I have other emotions, guys. It's just I like being happy. It's the emotion I like the most. So I try to be positive most of the time because it makes me feel good and it makes others feel good. But that's not all I am. You know, there are moments when, you know, I'm not like this.
Oh yeah, or you'll get the why are you behaving out of character?
Yeah, it's like I'm not a character, guys. I'm a person.
Yeah, no, have you ever heard someone say that about you? Yeah, no,
Did
or
you just
like
try to fatal RP me in real life?
Yeah, right.
Right.
But I've had people say stuff similar to that, but in like different words, and it's like so annoying.
It's like we're not characters, guys. We are human beings. We can whatever we show in our videos is just like for fun, you know.
Well,
and it's a small reflection of who we are, but it's not completely who we are.
Even in the context of the videos, though, like people will still get stuff wrong, or they'll still oversimplify one thing. Yeah. Like I don't think if I go back and watch any of like Sweetie Bloom's videos, you're gonna get a self-centered, arrogant ditz from her videos that people seem to write. It's more like people will overemphasize one thing and assume I'm just like that in every situation.
Yeah, and to be fair, usually the impression that people get from me is not from my own channel, but from appearances I've made on other people's channels and sacrificing my character for what the other person needs me to function in that story. And, I sometimes talk to Anthony about this and he'd be like, well, why don't you make, more videos about animal science? And I'm like, I have. They're on my channel. No one cares.
I care.
Like, no one cares. Well, I mean, I appreciate that. But, like, most people don't care that that's my passion. All they see is she's the romantic. Because that's what I loved
your analysis. I liked how you managed to mix... when you did that Bats video where you mixed MLP and animal science together was really good. And even like other videos, like your Miraculous Ladybug review where you mixed your love of shipping with actual genuine cartoon analysis. I watch all your videos. I love your videos.
Oh, I'm very surprised by that, Finn. Thank you very much. I assume most people didn't see the Miraculous review.
No, all your videos are awesome.
I do want to go back and watch that because I need to watch the rest of that. Of Miraculous before I probably go back and watching videos about it.
Well, the video I have is just season 1, if that helps you at all.
Okay, that helps. So,
that was like a first impressions kind of thing.
But I do remember I did, especially some years ago when I would watch a lot of analysis videos regularly, I did rewatch your Bats video quite a few times.
Yeah, it was such an interesting take.
Yeah.
The thing with my memory is that it's really bad from time to time, so I rewatch a lot of both you and other people's videos because I literally can't remember. So I get a double enjoyment.
That works.
Yeah, but that also means that I very often have trouble recalling or can give feedback because I literally have to go and rewatch.
Yeah. No, that sounds great.
Double the view, yay!
Yeah, double the viewing pleasure.
Yes.
Happiness.
Yeah, double the happy. Jasper had a question for Finn.
Yes.
Imagine this: you and pronounce this correctly.
Takara, yeah, she's my girlfriend.
Hello, Taka.
She you guys would both win $20,000, but you can't hug anyone for an entire week. What would you do?
The funny thing is, I have spent months not being able to hug anybody
Yeah.
because I've been in quarantine. So
Well,
I was
So
gonna say.
free $20,000 is basically what you're offering.
Yeah,
basically, yeah,
basically.
free in the bank account. 'Cause
Yeah,
Now, do you
Wait,
get
you guys are getting
$20,000
paid?
every week?
I want to get paid
Now,
for
do-
being in quarantine.
Right? Does he get $20,000 every week? He doesn't hug somebody because he's making bank, man.
Yeah. Can I get in
If
on
I
that
had
deal?
that deal when I was
I
born,
want in on that.
I'd be,
Yeah.
if I had that deal when I was born, I'd be pretty rich right now.
Yeah,
Aw, that's sad.
I'd be pretty good.
Yeah, everybody remember to hug SolarFlare. Next time it's safe to hug
Yep.
someone. He has been starved
Yes.
of
Big
hugs.
Aw.
Next
I mean-
con, you're getting a hug, dude.
I mean,
Yeah.
me and Bliss helped him out about a week ago.
Yeah, it
that's
was
good.
very nice.
That's good.
Yes, we will have you back again soon, brother.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but Sugarman1973 asks if we have any favorite animes, and I'm just gonna say The Bride of the Ancient Among Us is my favorite.
Oh, Ancient Magus Bride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just pronounced
Oh, yeah.
What do you
Corey
just
in the
say?
house.
Favorite anime?
Yeah, favorite
Oh.
anime.
Corey in the House. That is a good one, Finn. Nice
Yes.
choice.
I just finished binging that a few days ago.
it. Ooh.
Ah, excellent. A connoisseur, I see.
A man of culture.
Truly somebody with refined taste here.
Only the finest
Favorite
for
basket.
me and my
True.
kitten.
What? Oh, I think Firebrand used a good word for it. Was it like a fandom snob or something? Meant in a good way,
Yeah.
of course.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
anime snob.
Anime.
Anime connoisseur.
Yeah, that
Connoisseur.
sounds better. That sounds
Also known as an otaku.
Yes.
better. Yeah, I think
Is there a discernible difference between an otaku and a weeaboo, by the way?
Yes, actually. An otaku typically is a fan of anime. A weeaboo is someone who's a fan of Japanese culture and
Uh-huh.
tends to do it wrong.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
A weeaboo is more likely to speak Japanese to you, but it's going to be the broken Japanese that they learned from the anime they've watched. Whereas an otaku is more likely to have like figurines of their favorite anime characters and stuff like that.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I
They
had
do usually overlap, but there is a difference.
okay. I had the wrong in my head apparently.
That's no problem.
Yeah, basically Weeaboo was like, okay, you want to move to Japan and everything you do is Japan, and
Yeah,
if it isn't
everything's Japan. Yes.
Yeah,
how they
or
Japan.
if it's not Japan,
is how
it
they
doesn't
Japan.
exist.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so it's not that bad, but it can be that bad. Okay.
It can be
Depends.
that bad.
It depends
yes.
how far you go.
How
Okay.
far
You know,
down
just
the
like
rabbit
everything.
hole of Weeaboo
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
Follow the
Right.
white rabbit.
Yeah.
I'm also getting a question in chat from a friend of mine, the Quill of the Tent. He's actually asking me, I have most of the studio movies. Shall I ship them? And I'm just like, that's very, very generous.
Well, they have them on Netflix.
I
Yeah.
ship Totoro with Ponyo. There you go.
Do they have them on
Just
Netflix
shipping.
for Americans? Because I think it's just you Canadians who get spoiled, isn't it?
Well,
Okay.
here's the thing: if I share it on Discord, we can all watch.
Oh, yeah.
You're
Oh,
magical.
That's a good idea.
You're
I mean-
right.
I mean, we could do that, but now I'm going to introduce today's sponsor, NordVPN. And
We have another
Yeah,
sponsor.
right.
Da, 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 da.
We have it. Okay, where's all this sponsoring coming from? I kind of want the money so I can give it
are
to
you
people.
kidding me?
Apparently from Japan.
NordVPN sponsors everyone.
This video is not brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends.
They will find you eventually.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
strange,
can
I
listen
know.
to it better with these Raycon earbuds.
That's great, brother.
Oh
I'm
my
going to listen to those while shaving with Dollar Shave Club.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh dear
Yeah,
lord.
and
It's
use,
brought
and
to
use
you
honey.
by Manscaped.
And
I
use
can't
honey.
hear you. I'm drowning under all this sponsorship money.
And
This
remember,
drowning is brought to you by water.
Brought to you by
Yes.
Nestle.
and remember
Yep.
to install honey on your internet so they can find the best coupons for you when you buy water.
There you go.
Yes.
Are you sick of all these ads? Well, why don't you stir in your water a spoonful of honey?
Oh my
To balance
god.
out all that salt.
Okay, I'm done.
Are you sure?
No, we're
You
not.
sure?
I don't know.
I'm
I don't
never,
think
I'm
we're
never
done.
done, but I'll take a break for now.
That was a very very well done off the cuff collective group project we all just participated in.
Mhm. I mostly watched, but I appreciated it.
Oh my gosh. My cheeks hurts.
Oh.
That's
a good hurt.
Yeah, it's a good hurt. No worries.
It's the good pain.
The good pain.
Oh my
It
god.
hurts good.
Brother, join me in the masochist anyway.
This pain brought to you by smiling.
This pain brought to you by masochism. Enjoy your suffering today.
Potatoes? Earth apples.
Earth apple.
Discuss. I don't know.
I like to fry.
Potatoes are one of the best things in the world to eat.
Yes, they are, and they come in so many different types.
I
They're so
know.
versatile too. You could do so much with a potato.
You can fry them, you can chip them, you can pancake
Okay,
them.
here's the question. I actually had a
Boil 'em,
conversation with
mash
my
'em,
family the
stick
other
'em,
day.
Get them in a stew.
Yeah.
What did
What
you
was
say,
it?
Dusk?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Basically, I had a conversation with my family the other day. Can you make potatoes sweet, or are they only a savory food?
Yeah,
can
sweet
make them
potatoes.
sweet.
Yeah.
No, not
Well,
sweet potatoes, but like
potatoes are
make
a different
regular.
kind of
Yeah,
potato.
they're a completely
Yeah, I know,
different
I know.
potato. So-
Yeah, you can.
You can.
Yeah, you can. You
I think
totally
you can.
can. Yeah, I've had potato candy before.
Oh.
Oh,
Totally a thing.
that's interesting.
It's
Now, granted,
really
it's
not
mostly just
as
mashed potatoes
difficult.
with a whole bunch of sugar. But I mean, same difference.
I mean,
So then the
what's
question
real?
is
Fried dough is just dough with sugar, so it's not.
Right? Yeah.
it really
Where's your
sweet or
starch?
is it just
Oh, and then there's potato bread, and you can totally use potato bread in
Yes.
sweet
Yep.
stuff.
French toast.
Like I've had French toast, or like I've had what's it called? Stuff made from hazelnuts.
Nutella?
Nutella, thank you.
Oh gosh,
Like
I got it.
Nutella,
Okay,
like
okay.
Nutella sandwiches with potato bread, good stuff.
I gotta stop you. Because Nutella is way too powerful in its taste. It's kind of like when
It
you
is.
have. If you ever let me know your address, or if I find you on a con,
No.
I will bring you the Norwegian version of Nutella, which is called Nugatti, which is 5 times better.
Oh.
Nugatti.
Ooh.
Yes,
Nugatti.
I actually sent one to Bliss and Aeon, but I don't know if they actually tasted it. Or they
I'm gonna
I-
take a trip to Flavortown in my new Nugatti.
Yeah.
Eee.
I mean, I did that with the mead that she sent me. That was really good mead.
Guy Fiati.
Guy Nugatti.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nugatti.
Guy Nugatti.
Basically, it's something that really surprises me still to this day is that there's so many different things that are actually the same thing, just a little bit different. So it's just like, okay, so everybody just took the recipe and made their own twist on it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mhm.
Everybody knows how to make Coca-Cola nowadays. Pepsi does.
Well-
Sam's Choice does.
Okay,
You say
I
that.
got Pepsi. Excuse you.
I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not as big fan of Coca-Cola as I was when I drunk it. Drunk it.
Yeah.
When I used to drink it.
When you drank it.
When you drink
When I
drunk it.
used to drink it every day, but it's still like Pepsi and Coca-Cola are very different. One started
they
out
are.
as a drug, the other one started out as
Tummy
Medicine.
Yeah,
medicine.
medicine, yes.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
They were
sorry,
also
guys. I
built
should
for
stop
different.
talking.
No, you're
Oh, you're
good.
good.
They also were built for different eras because one of them was built after refrigeration became a thing and was expected to be drunk chilled, and I think it was Pepsi
Same.
that came out first, and
Mhm.
that was actually originally meant to be drunk at room temperature because it was before they had
Refrigeration
yeah, it was
technology.
before they had all that stuff. So it was thought that if you were going to have Pepsi, you were going to drink it room temp. Whereas with Coke,
Mhm.
they were like, "Oh, we can freeze, we can cool this now."
Yeah.
They had
We have
not
the
yet
technology.
constructed
We
the
have the
indestructible 1970s monolith known as the refrigerators.
Yes.
Well, did they have cold
Giant
boxes
fridges,
first?
Have you ever seen a 1970s refrigerator break? Have you ever seen it like in a dumpster in a landfill, just anywhere other than sitting in some house that's been on the
Usually-
street for like a century?
Or like
Yeah.
it's in the garage, and that's where all like the leftovers from Thanksgiving are kept from the 70s.
Yeah,
It's
or,
like
just in the garage, all weather. Yeah,
That's usually also the guy that keeps all the beer.
It's like if
Yeah.
Indiana Jones could survive a bomb blast in a fridge, then like an older like 1970s fridge could be like a war bunker.
Dude,
Yeah.
if that was the strength of the
Honestly,
fridge,
it
imagine
probably
how
was
all
a
the
70s
desks
fridge
were
that he was
bad.
hiding in.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well,
imagine what, Aeon?
Dude, imagine if we laugh at the people who hid under desks, but if Indiana Jones could survive in a fridge, maybe there was something magical about those desks. Who knows?
Uh-huh.
Maybe.
It's actually the beginning of a Da Vinci Code adventure. Turns out the desks were made by Nokia.
Yes.
Ha.
back in the 50s, and we lost this magic somehow.
Mhm.
Also, Magical Star
Nokia
Flash says it was
explosions.
Coca-Cola that came first, which makes sense because Coca-Cola was made from cocaine.
Yeah.
Pepsi was not.
Yeah.
And then they did
Mhm.
New Coke, which was awful.
And then they did Blue
Yeah.
Coke.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
And then they
Pepsi.
took the drugs out, generally regarded as a bad move. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Yeah, here you get it, folks.
For legal reasons.
We have to be advertiser friendly here. We can't endorse that statement.
So I do want to
Well-
point out, this was a time where you could walk into a store and just buy heroin from a drugstore.
You could do that nowadays. There a lot of more states are legalizing drugs.
Heroin?
Yeah,
Where
but
was-
people aren't dressed up as plague doctors while they do it, so it's not as fun,
Yeah.
Are you kidding? It's twice
I
the
mean,
fun.
whatever you're into. Or, yeah, I'm like, don't kick shame, man.
No, I'm saying people aren't dressed up like plague doctors
Oh.
anymore,
Okay,
okay.
that's fair. That's
It's,
fair.
it's different.
which is the
I heard
problem.
they are,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what's wrong with being dressed up as a plague doctor? How
Right.
dare you?
No, it's really cool.
Guys,
The problem
Yeah, I
is we've evolved away from such an iconic era of fashion.
you
So,
know what
Right.
you should do if you actually meet a group that's dressed up like you old doctors with the bird beaks and stuff. You should just throw
Yeah.
some seeds on the ground and see if they move. Because I know if I had been in one of those costumes, I would have done it just for fun. Start picking on the ground to get the seeds.
It's like, here you
I
go.
am here to.
I am here to cleanse you of the
Seeds.
plague. Ooh, bird feed.
I just like break off pieces of bread for them. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
We have
Just
devolved
hop around
into
like
bird
pigeons and eat it.
noises.
Well,
Yep.
to be honest, Dusk, we are two of the Pegasi in the group, so we're allowed. Tweet, tweet.
Fair.
Wait,
I
you're
am
not
an
a
Earth
Pegasus,
pony.
though. Yeah. Did you just assume her?
Did you
Did
just
you
assume
assume
my
my species?
Her race.
No, it's called species.
did you just assume the status of my wings?
I have beautiful wings. They are useless.
What about my wings? Just because you can't see them doesn't mean I don't have them right now.
That's
Yeah.
You're
true.
still trapped inside your homunculus flesh prison.
Yes.
Flesh prison.
Oh,
tell anybody, but I'm actually an alicorn. I have wings under my backpack and a horn under my hat. Don't tell
That
anybody.
explains a lot.
That
Yeah.
explains so much.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean you have like a bendable horn? Because like there's no lump or anything.
No, just
Yeah,
no.
you see,
It's the
given,
new,
given the
speaking-
other secret, given about what else is hidden under that hat, it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. It's like
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flexhorn.
Yeah, floppy horn physics aside.
no, it's kind of
Pills
like
for that.
it's like the doctor's phone house, but it's a hat instead.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
Because I hide like a
Bigger on
freaking
the
mountain
inside.
of hair under my
Wait,
hat.
does that
So
mean there's an alternate dimension where there's just that floating section of your body is just floating in the ether. And-
Yeah, it's just a mountain of hair and
my
a
hat
horn.
and my backpack are both separate pocket dimensions.
Ah, nice.
There we go.
We're just gonna see your wings pulled out at an odd angle, rip open the backpack, and it's like, yeah, I never carried anything in this thing, just these.
Yeah.
No.
Also, yeah, can you imagine just going to the drugstore? Oh, my baby's crying too much. Here's some cocaine in a bottle.
Oofta.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
everyone was labeled
people
as
would
money
do
to
that.
help her.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Oofta.
Drugstores
Yeah,
were weird back then.
drugs aside, we have a question for Finn.
Yes.
No, question for everybody. Sorry. Ska vi se. What would happen if you met the basically if you entered the Coraline, because now I know how to pronounce it. Coraline
Yes.
movie. I've not seen it. I just know it's a very scary one, and you're not supposed to open a door. So I would just I'm not gonna open that door. I'm just gonna put a lot of cement and a big door and a big lock and an even bigger lock on the lock and just stay there.
Locks up.
I'd go in there, have dessert, and never go back.
But then we would never have more Finn, and Tanaka would be sad.
No, I mean, I'd go in there, I'd have dessert, and then I'd go back to the and never go.
You don't want to flirt with dark demons, bro. Just don't go into the door.
Okay. I just wanted to bring cakes back for everybody.
If you are really desperate for cake, I can give you cake, Finn.
Yes.
Right? It's like, Finn,
And if
you don't
really
need to
want
go
a
to...
Faustian contract. I can cut you a better deal, Finn.
Yeah, I was gonna bring back cakes for everybody. That was the whole.
No, two easy payments of $19.95. I will bring cakes for everyone.
For the payment of your soul, I can get you what you want.
Koba's demon cake.
You have no
Yay.
concept of money.
What is money? I heard they're shiny.
Hey, Finn,
Yes.
if you give me your soul, I'll give you the money for the cake. How about that?
Done.
There you go.
Excellent.
You traded his soul for 62 cents.
No, I traded him my copy of the Pixar Soul for 25 cents.
That works.
There you go.
The old switcheroo.
I'm smart.
No.
I know how to
You
deal.
should see it. Oh, it's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
favorite character in that movie was the cat.
I need to,
Yeah,
I need to watch
We
it.
need
I
to
have
watch that, yeah.
But thank you.
Mine
for,
was the barber.
Thank you for remembering that I had not seen it, Finn.
Oh.
Now you can see. Now you can watch it with me.
Yes,
There
and
you
the
go.
cake.
And the cake.
And the Ghibli films.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
Ghibli films. We're just gonna
Yes.
make another movie night channel.
I'm just gonna show him your name before the Ghibli films while we're having cake, just to get him all emotionally softened up.
That works. Also, yes, now we all need to get cake. So yes,
Yeah.
So everybody get cake. Everybody break for cake.
Yeah. Well,
I do have cake
Great for
upstairs.
then go
Yeah.
and get some cake and eat cake for us.
It is mousse cake.
Ooh.
I should eat cake
Delicious.
before I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some pie later.
Wait, not allowed cake?
Hi.
Yeah, my doctor's recommending I start the keto diet soon, so...
Ooh.
Ah.
Good luck.
Well,
Cake for
soon
me.
you can have cake before then, right?
Exactly, I'm like, I better eat cake now.
Yeah.
Yeah, scientist says eat cake now.
Eat cake
Clear out
now,
the Cheesecake Factory before your diet starts.
right? No,
I'm on
like
a mission.
like the other day, I walked by Cinnabon, and usually I have the strength of will to walk by it, and then I kind of paused and went, you know what? This is probably going to be my last time.
You know, just
Get
in
me that
case.
juicy bun, dang it.
Your doctor is gonna look at your blood sugar level. It's like, why?
What the heck? Yeah, I was like, look, we haven't started the system, all right? We want to start it on a high note.
How much
Just think
sugar is
about
in my
it this way.
bloodstream? Oh, you know,
If I-
a bunch.
If I just sugar load now, I'll have plenty of energy to work out later. You see, I'm actually being very proactive about this process here. You
I'm
cannot
being very-
truly comprehend the genius behind the self-awareness of my own bodily atomical functions.
My own genius.
I am 3
is
steps
spreading.
above
It
human
generates
evolution
gravity
when it comes to
sometimes.
diets. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. But we actually have a question, except for Big Apple Pie saying, Chris, keep Aeon away from me, don't eat me. Because his OC is a giant magical pie. So he doesn't want to get eaten.
Oh, is that who Baylor is?
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Pie.
Hello, welcome. Hello again. Do not worry. I will not do that to you, but I will eat your brethren in front of you.
Yay!
He's blueberry flavored and very delicious. Brother,
It's
yes.
Broberry.
It is that cake. Not cake. It is the pie that I got the other day when you were here.
Ooh.
The other day,
Excellent.
like a week ago?
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
pie from a barbecue place. It was the best blueberry pie I ever
It
got.
was
at a restaurant.
incredible. I don't know what they like they did like there's some sorcery that goes on in
Yeah,
that
I don't know.
kitchen
And
back
apparently
there.
it's barbecue sorcery because this is a barbecue joint.
Yeah, really.
Wait, it's a pie with barbecue
Flavormancy.
meat in it?
No, it's a barbecue joint that has it on the dessert menu. It just
Huh.
happens to be amazing somehow.
Interesting. Now I'm very curious what they put inside.
Dun, dun, dun.
Blueberries. Yeah.
Ah, blueberries. I hadn't heard
And
that it was a
crack.
blueberry pie. My apologies. Incorrect. There we go.
He's blubbery.
Yes. So,
Blubbery.
You see, I got the
Very,
upgraded
very.
version.
It also had a
It comes
really
with an
good
original
crust.
Coke.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah,
I like
very good. The crust was amazing too.
Huh.
Nice.
So, what are your guys' favorite cake? We can start with Solar, then we go down the line on the picture.
Oh, jeez. I haven't had cake in a while. Does cheesecake count?
Yeah, sure.
Why not?
I
Okay.
have always
Cheesecake,
considered
though.
cheesecake to be a pie, but sure.
Wait,
Okay, yeah.
what type of
My answer's
cheesecake?
confused.
Raspberry.
There you go.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Finn? Finn?
Yes.
What's your
Favorite
favorite cake?
My favorite cake is I gotta think about that. It would probably be there's two. Can I have a tie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Either chocolate chocolate Oreo cheesecake, which is something my brother got for his birthday, and it was
yeah.
phenomenal.
Ooh.
Heck
sounds
yeah.
good.
And something I
always
tried.
request that.
Yeah, and something I tried once, which is kind of interesting. It's a flourless chocolate torte. It's like you're eating a big hunk of fudge.
Nice.
Nice.
That sounds
Really
amazing.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it for a birthday cake once, and it was super good. It's you can't eat more than one piece because it's just so rich. But that one piece you do have, it's just so much chocolate, so good. Anyway, yeah.
Well, if we are including cheesecake, then definitely Oreo cheesecake is always my number one.
Woo!
I do consider cheesecake to be a pie, though, as it is filling in crust. So in the proper cake category, probably marble cake.
Marble cake?
Okay.
Hmm.
That's a good one.
Seconded
Wait.
by red velvet.
Dry
Confused,
Dry or wet?
confused Norwegian noises. What was that type of cake again?
Marble. It basically is vanilla and chocolate cake mixed together.
Ah, okay.
Do you prefer the dry or the wet? Because I know there's a type that has like chocolate, like wet chocolate drizzled inside it, so it's still like fudge layers inside.
That is the best. If
Indeed.
that is available, I will go for that one. Yes.
There's
If
a
it
place
is
that
not,
regularly
I
makes
will-
it here.
Ooh, send me there.
Yes, I'm going to send you from Canada a cake.
Yes.
Me
Let's
too,
see how
please.
it
I
survives.
can't see that going wrong in any way, shape, or form.
I wish to be a
Make
part
sure
of
that
this
the cake is
experiment.
chilled by authentic Canadian snow as well, you know? Really just
Yeah.
pack that in there.
Send it with a moose.
We don't have
The
refrigeration.
whole
We
moose.
just put it
The
in the snow.
entire moose.
Please give me a jug of syrup too.
Yeah.
Just
Syrup-
an entire
syrup on cake.
maple tree.
I'm just going to charge the border on a moose holding a cake and a maple sapling in my hand.
Oh, would the cake be? Would the
Someone
cake be?
draw that, man. That sounds beautiful.
A
Would the
moose
cake be
with a
chocolate
giant-
mousse?
A
Hold on,
moose with a
yes,
giant
it
like,
would.
face mask on.
It is a
you have
moose
mask
moose.
on. You're just charging the border,
Yeah.
and like
You're
ice
holding
just
up-
forming in front
I
of you
have
because
faith.
Canadian. You're skipping across Lake Ontario.
You're holding a hockey
see.
stick like a lance.
Someone order a cake, eh?
Borders can't
Oh,
hold
gosh.
me, and then you just whack a Mountie with a stick before running across the border.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to find it because I'm sure there's like pictures of it.
You know, it's
somewhere.
kind of sad that Tyan couldn't make it today because we're just doing Canadian stereotypes right now.
yeah.
He lives
Need
in the wrong
more
part of Canada,
Canadian
though.
insults.
Lives in the wrong part of Canada for the cake that I have, but he's more likely to be able to come and get it.
Yeah. We love you, Tai
That is true.
Tai. I don't know if you're listening, but we love you.
Hopefully, can get you two together on a future one.
Yeah.
I should be.
Mhm.
So I can't find a picture of that cake, but I did find a picture of one of their other cakes, Sweetie Bloom. Check in chat.
Heck yeah.
So, what's your favorite
That's
cake?
really
Cake.
good.
I want.
Okay, that
I
looks like
found
a
cake for
candy
them.
bar.
It is actually a marble cake with chocolate drizzled inside and out.
It looks
Ah.
like magma.
Chocolate
Magma
Liquid
of
magma.
chocolate magma, which is the best kind.
Mount
Yes.
Fudgy.
There you
I
go.
do like chocolate magma in small
So
doses.
Beautiful.
Chris, what is yours?
Huh? Oh,
Yeah, here's what is your cake.
Yes, your cake.
Kind of hoping you would skip me because
But you're in the middle of the picture, Chris.
No.
But you're the host.
Yeah.
No, I'm just sitting here. To be honest, I don't really have a favorite cake anymore. But I really, really like my mom's sand chocolate cookies.
Ooh.
They are very tiny, but every time you bite into them, it's like sand somehow tasted good, and it was a bit soggy and wet at the same time. So you just sit there and philosophy on everything while you're just enjoying this weird baking thing that for some reason exists.
Okay. That sounds interesting for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So sadly, no cakey. But I have tried before my milk intolerance thingy and the vegan information came to me. I was really fan of cream strawberry cakes. Very simple but very tasty because I really love strawberry. So,
Nice.
so Dusk, your turn.
I require all the cake. I do not have a favorite. There are some that I like less than others, but I like cake.
Just
Feed
cake
me
in general.
Cake in general is a very happy thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I would
we
agree,
don't
except
say
I
that.
don't like. I would agree, except I don't like frosting.
See,
It
I'm not a
depends on
fan
the
of frosting.
for me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
it
a
depends on
I'm
the
not a
frosting,
fan of
but
frosting.
buttercream I can't stand.
That's fair. See, I'm
Which
not
is
a
like the
fan
standard
of
frosting.
frosting, but at the same time, that's not the cake's fault. That is the frosting's
It's not the cake's fault. No, I agree. But like, what tends to happen, someone will have cupcakes, and I'll take them and I will remove the frosting, and I will fully enjoy the cake part of the cupcake, just not like that top portion.
So
Fair.
just like
Yeah.
a muffin, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, like a really sweet muffin. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Could you single any of them out in particular, Dusk, or even just what you're feeling in the moment if you had a choice?
Yeah.
Anything chocolate, anything with fruit, except pear. I do not like pears.
Don't
They
let me
taste like
Pears.
sand.
I hate pears.
Yes, I know it's a Doctor Who thing,
I
but
don't-
honestly, I do not like pears. They taste like sand in my mouth.
But pears
I don't
are nature's
mind-
candy.
I
He is
don't
wrong.
mind pears, but they're not my favorite either. So
Yeah.
I hated pears when I was a kid. I have since gotten more accustomed to them as I have aged.
I
always
like
liked
apples.
them. I always
Yeah.
liked pears. I love apples. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apples are the best.
I guess I'm the odd
think
one then, because I don't like apples, but I do like pears.
I don't
you like
like
pears?
either,
Oh.
so there's that.
I love both.
I think the reason I didn't like pears as a kid is the ones I was always given were usually very mushy.
Yeah,
No,
they
make
are
it
very
pears
good.
are so good.
Hard pears are good, yeah. So I have learned that there is such a thing as a hard pear, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually tasty."
Yeah,
The
it's just
pear
like if you
mush
give
they
someone
were
like
feeding me
a
as a child.
if you
not
give
so
someone
much.
like a mushy apple, it's like that's not the apple experience.
not-
You need the crisp
exactly.
apple
The
experience.
apple
Yeah.
experience.
yeah,
So what's your
Mhm.
favorite apple?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. My it used to be Granny Smith. I just really like the unique sour tang to it. But my mom recently introduced me to something called Honeycrisp apples.
Oh, Honeycrisp
God,
Honeycrisp
is
are
everybody
good.
says Honeycrisp apples. They're all so good.
Those are so
are
freaking amazing. I can't believe I never had one before.
Have you had Fiji apples?
No, what are those like?
Fiji apples are
Those
delicious.
Yes.
no, those
Fiji
are
apples are
incredible.
good, yeah.
Also had Fiji. Yeah.
They're
They're
like
delicious.
these crisp, very mild apples, but like slight sweet.
Cool.
Like a
Mhm.
wink at you. It's really, really nice.
Oh, really refreshing.
I'm putting that on the feature menu.
Mhm.
Dust, did you have any others?
I like mousses. Back when I was young, mousses were something like you only got on like really special occasions, like weddings. So
Yeah.
whenever there was a wedding, I would immediately head to the dessert table and grab all the mousses.
Heck
And my mother was
yeah.
actually very happy with me because that means that she got some of the mousses.
There you
like,
go.
At first,
Good
they were
on
only
you,
like
kid.
the
I don't even
chocolate-
have to teach you.
they were like the chocolate ones, but then they started
Chocolate mousse
introducing
is
like
good.
fruit ones, and like I loved mango mostly because my mom would never take them, so I always got those. So
Isn't that the best?
mango and strawberry became my favorite.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds good.
And
Mm.
I love mousse and mousse cakes. And then came these things, and they're not exactly cakes, but they're on a lot of cakes, and they're called macarons. And I have a craving.
Yes.
Oh, macaroons!
Macaroons.
So good.
Yes,
Macarons
they're
are
good.
amazing.
They're
See, here's the
ungodly
thing, though.
expensive. But they're good.
Yes, absolutely. Well, they're hard to make. They're very hard
Yeah,
to
they're
make.
hard to make.
properly.
No, I've seen them make, and I'm like, oh god, yeah, that. No wonder you charge so much. That sounds like a headache and a half.
It's so
Yeah.
good though.
But
They're very good.
delicious.
Yeah, they're very good.
So here's the thing. Macaroons are different than macarons. Macaroons are made with like coconut, and I hate them. And macarons are delicious.
Oh, it's different.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I know what she's talking
Fair
about. I've had them with Bliss before. I forgot where we got them, but they were so good.
They're delicious.
You guys are gonna hate me. I don't like them.
That's okay.
Chris,
That's
fine.
acceptable.
you are fully acceptable.
We don't
You guys
hate
are gonna hate me, not really.
You're valid.
Nah.
You're valid.
Okay.
Not really.
Look, I know a lot of people like coconut.
You guys
I
are gonna
them,
hate me.
but yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You
Never.
hate you.
You guys are amazing. Thank you.
No,
Aeon, what about you?
Yes, Aeon.
Oh,
And
right. My,
cake.
um, okay, one I'm gonna post just in case people don't know what it is. But have you guys heard of something called bumpy cake?
No, it
Bumpy
sounds
I know what
cake?
babka cake is.
Poster
Yeah.
Oh
Nope.
my, what is that?
Ooh.
It
It's
looks like
bumpy
an upside down
cake,
car.
Yeah, no, I don't know why it has those streams, but that's filled with. I forget what it's filled with. It's just something really good. I haven't had it in a
Ooh.
few years, admittedly.
Looks like a custard or something.
Kind of. It's real. It looks. It's as good as it looks. Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's
It's
a
like a
chocolate
Lego.
chocolate cake with like strips of. I want to say that's a type of frosting, and I want to say it's a type of vanilla. At least if I recall correctly. But the thing that ties with it for me, and this is gonna sound weird because of the name, but it's Boston cream pie.
Ah, very
Ooh.
nice.
Which is
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yum,
yeah,
yum.
which despite the name, for those of you who don't know, they call it a pie, but it isn't a pie. It's a round cake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are my answers. Cheesecake is good too, though. I grew up on New York style because I grew up in the Northeast,
Fair enough.
which is to say with strawberries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet.
Then I sadly have to inform that we have hit our 2-hour mark over with a minute.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Pooh.
Yes, sadly. So the
This was
question.
fun though.
Yes, it was very fun.
Hey.
The thing I do then want to ask if, like, everyone is feeling okay, I'm feeling okay, then is the question: do you guys want to continue for a little while, or do you guys want to end it now because you have things to do or something?
So here's the thing. It is like 3 a.m. for you, Chris.
Yeah.
Are you okay to continue?
I
Yeah. Do you
actually
want to go
am.
bed?
I actually am okay because, like I told you earlier in the chat, you remember I sent you a good morning message around 9 in the morning for me?
Mm-hmm.
Take your word for it.
Yes, I did. I did actually. I'm not lying.
Mm-hmm.
I fell asleep after that, and then I slept to like 2 in the evening.
Nice.
I remember reading this. Yes,
Incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I'm just gonna nap for a few minutes. 7 hours later.
7 hours later.
That's how I
Bro,
nap.
that's always how it is. It's just like, you know what? I don't
Yep.
want to take a nap because I have things to do, or like I have things that I want to do. But I do just want to kind of sit down for a bit, and then you sit there like, okay, I'm just gonna lie down for a little bit, but I'm not gonna close my eyes. Like, okay, but I'm gonna close my eyes for a little bit, and then you wake up and it's dark outside.
oh,
Yep.
You're just like,
You guys
ah.
wanna- Can I just say one thing? You guys want to hear a Rip Van Winkle moment? I once fell asleep shortly before dinner. I was feeling kind of weird. So I wake up in a deep dream euphoria because I used to have like powerful euphoric spells at the time. And I felt really well rested. And I was wondering when dinner was. And I realized, long story short, after crunching the numbers, I had slept 17 hours and was in the evening of tomorrow.
Oh.
I had like skipped basically, there was a gap of almost basically a day. And then because I woke up at a similar point in the day, I didn't think that much changed.
Lucky.
Yeah, I also want to
Something-
inform that one thing before we continue. as some of you guys know, I do I'm one of the narrators for Shotgun Angels Productions, which makes an audiobook out of Fallout Equestria Dead Tree, and one of its chapters are currently premiering right now.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay. So
That's-
if you want to go see that,
No,
Yeah.
I actually have it on in the background, but I am immensely enjoying this chat, so I would love to continue, and I have it in the background so I can read text if I want to, and then I can focus on still having an awesome time with you guys.
Yay!
If that's
It's up to you. You're the host.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I said that I still want to continue. It's just something, since I am
Yeah.
the narrator, I kind of want to try to promote it just a little bit, tiny bit.
absolutely.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
narrator.
The narrator.
Narratoire.
Narrator.
The narrator.
Wow.
I am Madame Bois.
We're making a new language, people. Subscribe
Yes.
today.
Basically.
Even though you can't subscribe because I'm not affiliate. Ah, boy.
Yeah, I gotta get affiliate one day. It would be nice to have like people sub and have fun, but I haven't done that yet.
How many people are you missing?
Huh? No, I have enough. I have 1,100, but I never got around to doing it.
Ah, okay. Yeah, for my part is that I'm scared of like getting in trouble with taxes and all that stuff. So that's why I don't dare to do it.
Yeah, it's less trouble than it sounds, because I've been like monetized with YouTube and stuff, and then I have to pay taxes. It's actually not that scary once you get used to it. So
Yeah, it's I think it's just that I'm really afraid of like messing up and making trouble because, you know, because of my memory, as we talked about earlier.
oh, it's okay. If you didn't want to, it's okay. I was just saying it's not as scary as it sounds, if that's what you're worried.
Yeah, like it would be awesome, like you saying, with like having the points stuff, or like being able to have like you can use points to like play a sound or all.
Yeah, and I think they have like emotes and stuff. I'd love if I can.
Yeah, like
and,
can
you
I
know,
have just that?
Yeah, can you just have emotes, please?
Onegashimasu. Also, DuskFlare, do you have a YouTube channel?
Technically yes, but it's not in use for anything beyond, you know, making playlists for myself to listen to and stuff.
I do have
That makes
2
sense.
projects I want you in on, though.
No worries. But yeah, I'm
That's
more
closest.
contactable, contactory. You can contact me better on Twitter.
Yeah, if you click on the photo
yeah.
of her under the stream, it will take you to her Twitter.
And I didn't get to say this because I literally just met her today. But DuskFlare, your OC is very pretty.
Aw, thank you.
Aw.
You have actually met me
adorable.
before, but you probably don't remember. We met at BronyCon very, very briefly.
Yeah, this is the first time though we're actually like.
Yes, actually having a
Fine.
conversation as people, not as like in a dense crush.
Hi,
of
bye.
madness.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hi, bye. Who are you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have we
right.
met before? Yes. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot.
I have
Oh, cool.
proof you signed my poster.
It's right here.
But yes, it's very nice to meet you too as well.
Little
New
bro,
friends.
this is Dusky Doo.
Mapleicious, you knew I was a Canadian.
What's up, Maple?
Hi, Maple. And yeah, we talked about this. I was there for that.
The Canadian.
Ah,
Oh, bad joke, head. No.
yes.
No.
Head
Yes.
yes. Please do.
Please do.
So-
You got 2 demons sitting on your shoulder telling you to do it. Do it.
Do it.
It's
Do
just
it,
like,
just do it, you wimp.
so all the
Do it if you're cool.
So all the Canadians are basically just candy people. Canadian.
Basically.
Canadian.
Yes.
Canandy.
Candy.
Welcome to
Canadian.
Canada.
Welcome to Candia.
Candia.
Candyland.
Cambodia.
All the snow is just powdered sugar.
Yeah,
There you
ice cream.
go.
Okay,
I'm
congratulations.
moving.
I think I'm going hyper. Yay.
Yay.
Cream snow.
Oh boy. Yeah, if it gets too bad, I'm gonna mute myself.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Dusk and Aeon has heard me very hyper before. Like the one time when I found my sock I hadn't seen for 3 weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that is a
Alrighty
very
then.
exciting thing. Socks are hella exciting. Especially when you find one that you presumed lost to the ether of, under your bed.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
There's a black hole under the dryer, and that's where all the socks.
It's in the dryer, just
In the
non-soft.
dryer.
No,
Yeah, no,
I think it's
always
just like in
one
the
extra-
seams of the dryer.
Yeah, no, you know how when you always go to your driver, there's like one
driver.
or two socks that are still in there. This is that sock. It is in SCP border. It is just always in your dryer.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, no. In Norway, we have trolls that lives in the forest and comes to your home, steals your socks, and then give it back after a few days after you have remembered to give something to the forest. Because it's kind of like, dude, you need to take care of us.
I don't have a forest near me.
I mean, in New England, we just had woods people that sometimes just abducted people, and occasionally one of them was the devil. That's literally my state,
forest.
that's literally my state's history, by the way. We have that all over the place.
Fair, but like, how do I give back to them when there is no them? There is no forest. I am in middle of a city.
Find one.
It's okay.
Find a
they will-
forest.
It's okay. They will find you anyway.
I'm sure.
Yeah. If some unexplainable dirt or grass leaves are somewhere in your house, then you know you have been blessed, or something is missing.
Well, we have plants in my house. They might like plants.
Yeah, maybe you need to water your plants.
Oh, I always water my plants. They are my babies.
Aw.
Aw, good
I
point,
have
Ross.
a forest of aloe plants. You have no
Oh,
idea.
wow, nice.
Happy aloe plants noises.
They're very happy aloe plants. I kill everything else, but aloe for some reason I can deal with.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
that's a weird thing. Like I can have most plants in my house. They survive no matter what's happened. But if I get an orchid,
An orchid? Yeah.
it dies the next day.
Okay,
and
well
I
here's the
have
thing,
no
orchids
idea
are
why.
temperamental as hell.
Yeah, or orchids, yeah, you look at them wrong and they'll die on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to a
So-
dandelion, which just screams and survives anyway after you plucked it out.
Yes.
No,
And after everyone has made wishes off of it, so it can have
Oh, God.
friends.
yeah.
Dandelion is basically like Chuck Norris.
It's the cockroach of plants. It literally is the cockroach of plants. It doesn't matter what
Yes.
you do, it'll spread.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Chuck Florist.
Oh,
Oh,
you hurt me.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing. What's your guys' favorite flower? Well, we're on the topic.
Ooh!
Oh.
I grew up with flowers, so I love this idea.
Yeah.
Especially.
Alright, so what's your favorite flower?
It's
Oh.
called stepmother, I think, in English.
Stepmother?
Stepmother?
Okay, that's
sec.
the Norwegian stuffy. I'm gonna Google it. Somebody else can do it meanwhile.
Aeon.
Okay, one sec. Okay, so I'm mostly just gonna list off some flowers that I just grew up around.
Yes? That's
so-
interesting.
Daisies. I grew up around a lot of daisies. I grew up around a lot of tulips, roses, lily of the valley, and lavender.
Mm.
So most likely those. Oh, poinsettias. I grew up around a lot of those too.
Oh, poinsettias.
Actually, lavender really works with you since it's like the plant of dreams.
It is.
Mhm.
I also love roses
Aw,
because I love the symbolism behind roses as well.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite are lilacs.
What?
I absolutely love lilacs. They last for about a week, and that's it.
We had a few of those in the garden too. Oh, I
So
love
we
those.
have a giant lilac. I don't know whether you call it a commune, a bush, a tree. It's like all along our backyard. They like grow very heavily there, and then they just all bloom at once, and within a week they're gone. But I love sitting outside and smelling them at that point. And the thing is, they're like one of the plants you almost cannot find in perfumes. It's really hard because they're such a delicate flower. It's almost impossible to find as a perfume. Like you'll get roses, you'll get lilies, you'll get lily of the valley, you'll even get daisy. you will not get you won't get anything with like lilacs unless it's with something. In which case, the other flower scent will almost always overpower it. Like I have a lilac and gardenia that's all right, but it is annoying. I love
I'm
lilacs
sorry.
though; they're beautiful.
So I found the
Your turn.
name.
Okay.
Pansy?
Oh, pansy!
Oh,
Pansy.
pansies. Yeah.
Those are pretty.
Can I also
Yeah.
add one after yours? Sorry.
Yeah,
Go
let's
for it.
take the last tree and then you can say it afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. For me, roses, specifically pink roses.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Ooh.
pretty. Why?
Yeah.
If I
Very
may
pretty.
ask.
Well, I've always just really liked, like Aeon said, the symbolism of roses. Why pink, ironically, is not so much for the color as the smell. Just because I felt like red roses, their smell's very deep and very rich, whereas white roses are very milky, and not much of a fan of white or red roses because it's a bit much. Pink roses are a nice balance of the kind of smells that you usually get with different kinds of roses.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Finn?
I'm gonna say I either like. I really like. I agree. Roses are amazing. As far as like flowers go, I also really like lilies, and I also like sunflowers.
No.
Huh.
Sunflowers are gorgeous.
Oh,
Yeah, sunflowers. Like I know they don't come in a lot of colors. Big, they're vibrant. They just kind of brighten up everything. And if you've ever seen like a field of them, it is just beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
yeah.
field of them during the day, very, very.
Absolutely.
Oh, little fun fact. Actually, when it goes dark, some plants actually turns around and face each other, so that they're kind of like sharing what's it
The
called?
light.
Yes, sunflowers are called that less so much because of the shape as they turn during the day. They face the sun
Yes.
as the day goes on, and so at night I think they do face each other. I think is the
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they face
I-
each other
my
and they
own-
look themselves in the eyes and they say,
Yes.
"You are my son."
Oh.
Dripping
I
flowers.
mean, I've never really,
Get big flowers.
thought about it. I guess, actually, yeah. You know what? I think bluebonnets are very pretty.
Oh yeah.
Aw.
No, blue. They're really good. I'm only just discovering them now, though, thanks to Bliss.
Welcome to Texas.
Oh,
Oh, guys, I totally forgot about
Oh,
this
they're a
one.
very pretty one. They almost look like
They're
lupins.
so vibrant blue too.
Yeah, no.
Mhm.
Pretty
What was
deep blue.
the flower you wanted to mention,
Oh.
Aeon? I also remembered
Right.
one, but I'm gonna say it after you.
Kayla, I can say that I've sort of been around these because Kayla brought me to one the day I left her house a few weeks ago because I was visiting her. So she brought me to a park where there were cherry blossoms, and they were only in bloom for that like 1 to 2 weeks I happened to be there. So I came home with a little
Oh,
cherry blossom
God.
bulb that fell off.
I've
Oh,
never.
Sorry, hold on. Someone is saying that Chris is very quiet in the chat.
Maybe I was just too far away from the mic because
okay.
I am moving around a little bit.
All right,
You
sorry.
sound fine to me.
Yeah, it sounded fine to me too.
It
but,
sound fine to
someone-
us. Yeah, we just worry
Yeah,
about
someone
the chat.
mentioned in the chat. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. It's nice to be sure that thing is working. Oh, pretty. Sorry, saw the picture. Sorry. Moving on.
Pretty picture.
We're good.
Sorry, you were saying, Sweetie Bloom.
I was just saying that I've never seen sakura trees in real life, and it is on my bucket list, man.
Well,
Come visit me.
yeah, no, like they have a thing in certain regions where they'll bloom, but they'll only bloom for small windows. So for
Well,
mine, it
that's
was
true of sakura. That's true of sakura trees in general. They only bloom for a short amount of time.
Yeah. No, I just thought it was kind of magical when I did it because I'm like, oh, I mean, like the 1 to 2 weeks in Kansas City where these are actually in bloom. I
Yeah.
was like, ooh, magical.
But we have in Toronto, we have a bunch of sakura trees. Like we have a park of them, and it's much closer than Japan.
It is indeed, yes.
Sweet.
One day.
Also, then you could come here and have cake.
It's true.
I'd
You
like
guys
to
have
be
the
on this.
marble cake and Sakura viewing. I approve. Let's do that.
I'm down for this.
That sounds like a party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Canadian
can I-
party.
So
Canadian party.
everybody,
Heck yeah.
everybody just move to wherever Dusk is, and we just have a big pony party.
Yeah, just
Sounds
pretend you
like a
speak
plan to me.
French.
Oh, you're in. Oh, okay.
I'm in that
Yeah,
part. Yeah.
Just
You're in
be
French
Canadian.
Canada. You're in French Canada. Oh, I say that knowing full well that I come from French Canadian lineage.
Ah,
Really?
Unfortunately, well, yeah. I mean, my ancestors were French, and they stopped in Canada before they came to the U.S. And the only thing I learned from my grandmother was random French nursery rhymes, which I'm not sure how
Wait,
much I
like-
remember.
Are you Acadian?
Acadian?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
They
go
were
with no because I don't know what that is.
Fair. They're French people who basically were forced out by the English, and they moved to Louisiana, and that's why you have a lot of French culture down there.
No, that
Louisiana.
wouldn't. No. My family would have been like Nova Scotia or
No,
that
that
type
is
of area.
that is Acadian area.
Oh,
That's
okay.
literally
I was
them.
like, we didn't.
Dun,
I was just
dun,
saying, I'm like, I
dun,
don't think we
dun.
swung by New Orleans. I think we were Nova Scotia area and came down south from there.
That'd be interesting to discuss at a later point in time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Character development. Apparently, Sweetie Bloom is Canadian.
Well, yeah, I'm not Canadian. My ancestry is Canadian. That's
Secretly
two
Canadian.
different things.
Yeah,
Here's one of
I
our
see-
secret agents.
I did
Secret
mean
Already
ancestral
Canadian.
time.
She's too humble to admit it. That's the thing.
See, that's
I'm
the
so
proof.
Canadian.
That's the
That, though, to be fair, someone did once say that because, like, I worked in Ontario. There is a place in California called Ontario, California,
Oh my.
and I worked somewhere there. And then I moved to another place in California, and they're like, "Oh yeah, where did you move from?" I'm like, "Oh, I moved from Ontario." And they're like, "I thought you were really nice," and I went, "I'm not Canadian." It took me a second. I'm like, "Not Ontario, Canada."
Oh boy. That's the thing I forgot to ask in the beginning. All of you guys have been, except Finn, has been on this show or chat, or I'm not sure what to call it anymore.
Talk show.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Podcast.
I like podcast. That sounds less scary. Yeah. My filters are basically gone, so yay.
Yay!
What? Oh, yeah. Finn, if it's okay, you have an OC, and a question I usually ask is like, how did you end up with the OC that you have, and why is it the alicorn or earth pony or what you actually are? Like, what's the deal? What's the story? How did you get it, or how did you end up with what you got?
Well, it started as just a simple combining of two of my favorite shows at the time, which was Adventure Time and MLP. But the more that I refined him and the more that I kind of got people to, make him better. Because my original version of Finn was just a Ponymaker OC with a white hat that I drew on myself. But so after that, as soon as I got him more refined, I also refined his backstory and everything like that. Because everybody gets the misconception that Finn the Pony is just Finn the human as a pony or something like that. But the funny thing is, that look, he didn't always look like that.
Oh,
He actually went through a transformation where he earned that backpack and that hat and that sword and even got his cutie mark in the process. So, and the funny thing is, I haven't revealed it like on anything yet because I was thinking of maybe making a video at one point.
Ow.
But
Oh, are we
basically,
gonna get inside skip?
yeah, the hint,
Ooh.
the only hint I am going to give, and no one is going to believe me when I say this. You know Sonic Rainboom?
Yes.
Or I'm not Sonic Rainboom. What's it called? A double Rainboom?
Ooh.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
That's canon with Finn's backstory.
Ooh.
Well then.
Wow.
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm not going to say how, but think about the portal from Double Rainboom, which took Twilight from the Pony universe to the Powerpuff Girls universe, let's say that has something to do with Finn's backstory.
How interesting.
So you're making
I
this
mean, I
video
find-
tomorrow, right?
No. If I'm gonna make a backstory video, I'm gonna put as much effort into it as possible.
Fair.
Yeah, no, I can't wait for you to show this, Finn. Because
Yeah.
you mentioned little tidbits of your backstory to me before.
Yes, and everything about him, the way he and the stuff he has, he gets all of that in the backstory. He didn't start this way. He kind of earned all of that kind of stuff. So, and the funny thing is, it started off so simple, but the more that I worked with him and made him into a fully fleshed out character, the more I kind of tinkered with the backstory. I'm like, I think I know how we can make this work in an interesting way. So
I also have to tap you about something later after the call. But yes,
yeah, sure.
I think I know what it is.
you know what it is.
Okay, good.
I think I know what it
I
is.
wanna
You
get-
I
definitely know
sent
what
it
it is.
too.
Anything with bro is
I
always good
said
thing.
disturbance in the force.
Should.
Do
Uh,
it. Do it.
It's weird.
Do
When
it.
someone says do it too often, this is proof I've played Bioshock too often. I always hear do it.
Do
A little bit.
To what?
Do it.
Hey, two people are gonna sing this part. What should we do? I do it.
Uh,
I love those.
I'm just imagining Palpatine with like a jazz hat on.
oh, jeez.
I do it.
I love the do it memes and the General Kenobi. Hello there.
He grabs her
love that.
romantically by the hand. Let's do it.
Oh, Dusk, what was that GIF you sent the first time I entered that Discord server with you guys? I
The hello there?
No. The other one with a fine piece to add to my collection thingy.
Oh, a fine meme to add to my collection. Yes, that was General Grievous putting the
Ah.
lightsaber away.
Yep.
Oh.
Because he collected lightsabers that the Jedi killed. That's the whole thing.
I think one of the funniest memes I've seen is when what's his name? When Kylo Ren throws he throws the lightsaber away, and you just see General Grievous run past him and
Oh,
dive
it's like,
into
yeah,
It's mine now.
Jeff, oh, I've seen that. I know what you're talking about.
I'm sorry, it's making me laugh seeing it.
Oh wait, that reminds me. Hang on, I gotta put.
My favorite Grievous gift is the one where he pulls out like 100 lightsabers and he like, vaporizes himself.
That's exactly what I was about to send.
Yes, I love that video.
good.
It's so
Right
good.
here it is. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Right, this one.
Wait.
Yes,
I love this one.
Yeah.
this is perfect.
Just gonna put them for all to see.
Wonderful.
Enjoy, people, on your own risk. Oh, holy moly!
So uncivilized.
I just want to say to Creative Burst, thank you so much. You were actually my 300th follower. Wow.
Yay!
Huzzah.
Congratulations!
Congratulations. Oh,
Congratulations.
that's adorable.
Congratulations.
Jeez.
I can glad all of your rations right now.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
Okay, then.
Hello?
What
I
happened?
don't know. It just went really quiet.
Yeah.
Is Chris still there?
I'm here. Did I hit
Oh,
any
okay.
buttons?
I don't
just
know.
wanna
It
make
just
sure.
went
Oh, I
really
hear you.
quiet for a second.
I thought I heard
Dun,
someone
dun,
say, "Are you there?" in a hushed voice.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I thought I heard that
It's
also.
okay, we have ghosts. It's fine.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
Yay.
Probably mine.
Yeah, listen, don't worry about it.
No, sweetie, when you say it like that, it makes me think like that's like something that we say when we grew up in a haunted house. You just at first it's terrifying when you're a kid, but then as you grow up, you're like, oh, that just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we did that actually at work. We've got a new vet, and yeah, we started talking about stuff like because our shelter is built on an ancient Indian burial ground, so we've got like crazy ghost court stories. And like the new vet was like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, we got ghosts. Don't worry about it."
Yeah. Oof. It kind of it does get a different facial expression when you say that to people.
Yeah, we're like, oh yeah, you'll experience ghost stories. Don't worry about it.
You know, if you hear
Fine.
random whistling in
It's part
the
of
middle of the
being
night,
here.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it is. Like lights start flickering and stuff. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, or like if your shoes goes missing for half a day, that's okay. They always come back, just a
No,
different
yeah.
part
Come
of the
back,
house.
fine.
Yeah, no, I know this. Or like with mine, it would be like, oh, don't worry, they'll just open the doors while you're sleeping. You might see one of them occasionally. What? It's like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. You can.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
If you feel watched, that always happens. If you spin to sleep instead of fall asleep, and you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
And don't worry, sometimes you'll just see shadows running around. They can touch you. But don't worry, the worst they ever do is scratch you.
Yeah. No big
It's
scratchy.
fine.
It's kind of like a
Time.
kitty
Don't
cat.
worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Forget
If
about
you
it.
hear a weird giggle, that's them. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, if you start hearing a lot of giggles, it's just the kids coming home.
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So we have a question for DuskFlare. Who is your My Little Pony princess? Or favorite My Little Pony princess?
My favorite princess is Luna.
I'm actually
Which is
gonna
the
just-
correct answer.
I'm
Luna gang.
Yeah.
I mean, like, as if my name is DuskFlare. I have like suns, like dusk colors. Yeah, Night Princess forever.
Yay.
I'm just gonna extend this to everyone. What's your favorite princess, if you have one?
Big Mac is best princess.
Fair,
Fair.
Yeah.
absolutely fair.
My
And that's
allegiance has
another
already
thing I
been
love about.
stated.
What I love about Big Mac being best princess is that that's everyone's reaction. Like if you say Luna's best princess, the Celestia lovers will get on you, and vice versa. But it's like Big Mac, and everyone goes, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah,
Oh
that's fair.
no, I'm really afraid of all two Celestial lovers.
I have no issue with Celestia lovers. She is
Same.
very gorgeous. I just find that Luna is more. She's more
Developed?
personal. Yeah,
Personable,
she's
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
personable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yes,
Um,
it's really hard to be personal with all your subjects when you're running a country. However, Luna is also part runner of country, and she is much like she gets development.
Yeah.
Not to
I
mention
think
you're still playing cultural catch up for like 1,000 years.
Yeah,
That was
also-
one thing I did notice. Like every episode she was in, she was very formal and princess like. I thought that was adorable. It's like she's so out
Yeah.
of touch with the times, but
Mhm.
she still tries her best. I think.
No,
That's
but she
cute.
also connects with you more personally because she'll go into your dreams to like have a life discussion with you, which is cool.
Yeah,
she's
like-
kind of like
Yeah.
a therapist that visits your mind.
And-
Yeah,
And I
a
think
dream
what I
therapist.
like most about Luna is that because she has a past, she's kind of better at it. Like she's not like, "Oh, you have to be good all the time." She's more like, "Oh, I know the temptation. I've had that
I
history.
feel your feels,
don't do-"
bro.
Yeah,
I'm here
I
so
feel
you
your
can-
feels.
I
exactly.
know, honey.
I know, honey. I know, baby girl. You don't want
I
to
know
do
how
it,
you
though.
feel.
I speak from experience. Don't do it. Don't
Yeah,
do
right.
it.
Don't even
I know
worry
your
about it.
feels, but like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
don't do it.
So I
I
guess
know.
all 5 of you are Princess
Wait.
Luna. No, all 4 of you are Princess Luna, and Sweetie Bloom is Big Mac.
Big Mac.
Well, what did Aeon say?
No, I can accept it. I usually just shift depending on the time of day. I'm usually Celestia though.
Oh.
Fair.
I've been on
Was
a Luna.
that-
I've been on a Luna kick recently though.
Can I say that sounded like a pun to me? It's like I go between Celestia and Luna depending on the type of day.
Oh my god! Wait, I didn't notice that, but I was doing that now.
Yeah,
it
no,
now.
I thought you were doing it on purpose too.
Yeah, I thought that was on
Yeah.
purpose.
Nice.
But it's also true.
Yes, it is.
It's true.
Celestia and
My-
Luna
my
are
group
night
of
and
princesses
day.
will literally vary depending on time of day. I suppose the one I've had the least focus on is Twilight because I don't know. I just see her a bit different. And even in the show, they keep forgetting she's
Yeah.
a princess anyway. So
Yeah, she just happens to have wings.
They
basically,
started remembering later in the series, but
Yeah.
yeah.
the,
Just,
for
I
those
guess
first few
word got
series, they're
around.
like, oh yeah,
but she is a princess, a magic princess who effectively got told off by a New Yorker waiting for a cab at some point.
Oof. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trotting
That was like-
here.
that was like season 4 or 5. Like season 4 or
Yeah.
5 was really bad at remembering.
Like, I'm
that
guessing-
Twilight was a princess.
It's funny. Like they didn't even have like an episode where like word got around she was a princess, but like suddenly sometimes people cared she was a princess. Like the one with the she was trying to sell her books.
yeah,
And the
Yeah,
other
Fame and
times she's
Misfortune.
just like, yeah. At the other times, she's just like,
Oh my
not
god,
important.
it's the Princess Twilight Sparkle. Oh, that's really cool. How come you didn't remember that last episode when I was being
Right.
verbally abused by a cabbie?
Yeah. Good old
My
season
princess status comes and goes, you know.
Yep.
You know,
It changes on a whim, you know, like the wind. It's fickle in nature.
Exactly.
There's a
Yes.
metaphor
I mean, I
for
always sort of
friendship.
got.
Hmm?
I always sort of got the impression that they had scripts they didn't write for season 3, and they just kind of filled season 4 with them. And then so halfway through season 4, they went, right, she's a princess. Let's add that in the script now.
yeah, I forgot
Okay,
about that.
now people will remember.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's an interesting question because when you have people with different opinions, they usually have like interesting answers behind it as well. So
Yeah.
How is Twilight going to be able to get involved in this politically charged situation? She literally makes the laws. Oh, yeah, that's right.
No,
That's
no,
how-
she doesn't do that. Her answer is,
Oh,
still,
yeah.
don't worry, I got a spell for this somewhere.
I got a book for this somewhere.
Yeah, it's like instead of there's an app for that, it's like
Laws.
there's a
Yeah,
spell
no,
for
don't
that.
worry, I
There's
got
a
a
spell
spell
for
for this. It's better.
Have you
sounds like a Starlink
considered
kind of thing.
friendship?
Have you considered?
Have you tried turning it on and off?
You know what?
Oh,
She's just the ideal dream of all those like missionary people who walk up to your door, knock, and be like, "Have you heard of Jesus Christ?" Twilight is just the successful version of that.
The successful
Right.
Jehovah's
Do you have a
Witness.
moment
you
to
heard of the
talk
magic
about
of friendship?
Yeah.
Jehors's Witnesses.
Oh,
I
my.
once
Jehovah's
was
Witnesses.
lost in this world until I discovered the magic that is friendship.
Well, some characters really are like that, which also fits.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Well, I would rather take the friendship stuff than the Joseph Witnesses.
Joseph's Witness, yes.
Oh,
Joey's
Jehovah's.
Witnesses.
Joseph's Witness.
I am Jasper Pie. Have you? Can I show you the way of the
Oh
pizza?
gosh, no.
The way of the pizza, yes. The best way.
The best
This
way.
is the way.
I'm going to show you some good deals on this pizza.
This is the way.
Yeah.
The pathway to salvation is nowhere near as powerful as some guy named Joe.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak English, okay?
No,
It's okay.
it's
Good.
just Jehorse.
We're just joking with you.
It's not your
We're just
fault because
joking.
it was a
This is fun.
pun. It
Yes.
was Jehorse's Witnesses is what Maplicious was saying.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Basically, the only thing I know about them is that they have to have Tuesday or Thursday off, no matter what kind of work they have, and that for some reason they're not allowed to use like preservation stuffies, and they aren't allowed to take like if you're pregnant, then you have to have the child no matter what. You're stuck, and females aren't allowed to decide anything in the household. It's only the man. So it's just like, what?
I don't know
That
about
part-
any
you're
of that,
talking
but
about
That's kinda
Jehovah's
messed
Witnesses?
Yeah,
I think
Uh,
you need to talk to someone who's a Jehovah's Witness.
yeah.
Yeah, I had some family members who were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Alright.
I'm not sure about much of this. I'm sure the you're pregnant, you have to have a child thing is a thing because I know that's a thing in many Christian churches. If you're pregnant, you have the child. Period. As far as the man has more power. I won't say the woman has no power. I know one thing I remember, and it was always something that stuck with me. They don't celebrate holidays. Is something with
birthdays.
Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah,
Or
and it was
birthdays.
always funny because or birthdays. And so my mom was always bitter because my aunt was married to a Jehovah's Witness, so my mother was not allowed to send her sister birthday cards.
Oh, no.
And it was always also kind of funny because said aunt ended up dying on Christmas Eve, and it was literally like the next day when like my uncle looked at us and went, "Oh shoot, it's Christmas for you guys," and we're like, "Yeah." It's all right.
Aw.
he felt bad. He's like, I didn't realize. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Chris.
That's a
Aw.
shame.
Chris, Maplicious in chat was saying he was almost a JW. So if you have questions, you can ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like
Oh.
Maple knows more than I do.
Yeah, then hopefully if I have you on the Discord, then that's easy peasy. It's just this most of the things I heard as a kid, so of course.
Oh, her. Sorry,
Her, yeah. I was like,
I have.
thought Maple
sorry.
was a her.
Yeah.
I have
don't
no
need to
idea.
Inferior.
You've been
Ma-
in
Maple was a her.
Maple's tiniest girlfriend.
yeah, and we've been in calls with her too.
Yeah.
I
She's a
have.
she.
Okay, Oh, okay, thank God. I wasn't the only one thinking that. I was like, huh.
I
That
did
doesn't
not
strike
know.
me
My
as right, but
apologies.
did.
I honestly
No, I
don't
was
think
like,
I've ever spoken
Maple,
to Maple.
have you
so-
changed your pronouns? And I wasn't told. You need to give me like heads
Yeah,
up
that's
on
what
this.
I was thinking. I was like, huh, jeez.
Yeah.
Has Maple become a Marty?
Nice. But I just want to clarify the things that I heard, just so that brain. The thing about I don't know if that's in everywhere in the world, but in Norway at least, the G-Ways are supposed to have free 1 day a week because that's when they go to church and that's all they do that day, and they are legally, because of that religion, have to have free that day. That's what I heard when a friend of mine had a job interview with one of them.
Yeah, I think that's true. Kind of true with a lot of religions, but also kind of not true. Like,
I think it
I'll tell
depends.
you right now, I would love to have Sundays off all the time. My religion says I should have Sundays off. And that I should devote said Sundays to the Lord and not a lot of times community. There'll be a lot of religions. I know that the Jewish temple across the street where I grew up, did this, where they basically start in the morning and they'd have classes through the day, and then they'd have like a potluck in the afternoon. Like it'd be a whole thing all day. And so a lot of cultures, they do that with their religion. And yet, technically, I should also. I, however, like being employed. And I know that technically in the US, you're not supposed to discriminate against religion, but people do. So I'm like, yeah, I can work all the time. And I do. But then I heard a coworker of mine is like, oh, yeah, he can't work Sundays because he's Christian. And I like put my hand down. I'm like, I'm Christian. Why am I working Sunday?
Awesome.
No, I actually think I lost a job because the safety officer initially didn't have a problem with me working there until he found out that I was pagan, and then suddenly a mysterious safety advisory came up that said I probably shouldn't work.
Why?
Why?
What?
Oh no! This happened to me at one of my a previous temp job. But this was
you're not
4 years
doing
ago.
witchcraft at work.
Wait, they said you can't work because you're pagan?
No, it's more that like, okay, so the guy I was
fair.
working with on this giant machine
Yeah.
was he was like a hardcore like Christian.
Yeah.
And me and him got along just fine until he eventually got word that I was pagan.
Oh.
Then like he didn't react violently to it, but I could tell that it really bothered him, and he brought it up in conversation a lot.
Oh.
And then it was only after that I mysteriously got there was a mysterious safety complaint that no one really understood.
That's
Suspicious.
sad. I'm weird.
Fishy.
Yeah.
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 I'm
I don't know. I don't
sorry.
think they should discriminate much.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, most jobs do. I can tell you from experience. And I've even had the reverse happen where, because I'm Jewish and religious, and I've had religious Jewish places say, no, we don't want you to work here. It's just like, why?
Why?
Basically they feel that Jewish girls are too busy primping and doing their nails to be of actual use, and they don't realize I am a tomboy.
What?
I will. Do
Oh,
not put me in the
yeah.
same room as people like that. I will hurt them.
Oh, I've also been given the a polite refusal because I was female and not male. So yeah,
Well,
I'm very well aware of discrimination.
Don't
the
none of y'all
male-female
be
thing, I get
sexist. That's not fair.
Life's not fair. You get over it. You get a different job, and now I have the best job in the world. So sucks to be them.
Right? I mean, I'm lucky. My particular industry is very female heavy, so I don't really have too much of a problem in that regard. But
Yeah,
I know
we've had
other
boys
jobs
work
where that
for us.
has been a problem.
There's a
I work with robots.
There's a question in chat. I tried to answer it, but brain not working. So can somebody explain in simple terms what's a pagan?
Okay. I'm gonna use
Yeah.
the American. I'm gonna use the.
Do the honors there, Aeon.
No problem. I'm gonna use the colloquial definition so this is not meant to be a technical definition. It typically refers to, although it originally, in more technical sense, would refer to specific regions of native practices, it's now just more or less a blanket word to refer to what is considered to be any pre-Christian practice or pre-Muslim, or essentially before Abrahamic expansion or Buddhist expansion, because Buddhism somewhat did this too. It was whatever the beliefs were that you had prior to that. And they're typically polytheistic too, typically.
Mm-hmm.
Hope that answered it. We also
what you described there, Chris, is based on what we would call the Northern tradition, which is the technical definition of heathen.
that
was specifically no. I'm not saying that you got something wrong. I'm just adding to what you said.
I just that I remembered wrong and specified the wrong type of thing. But
you didn't.
It's like 3 a.m. for you. I think you're excused.
Yeah, and also your definition is still technically correct. It's a heathen is if you practice Northern European paganism, because it had like the North tradition had like relatively consistent things, kind of like how the West did, and how Eastern traditions also have consistently similar things. To say that you're like a heathen would be like you're either like an Irish Celtic person, especially Norseman, or you. I don't know what the proper name for a practitioner would be, but the Slavic religion or Slavic paganism. They would have been also thought of as heathens, but especially by Rome.
Okay.
Who I think
the Phantom Master also asks, Aeon, why is your cutie mark a Greek logo?
Okay, really love my cutie mark because the symbolism behind it keeps remaining consistent the more I figure stuff out about it. Initially, I had it because I think out of all the people here, only Finn and Sweetie remember when I was about like this. I used to really love philosophy, and the Greek letter phi was the symbol for philosophy. And at least in many intellectual circles, that's just its shorthand. So initially I was into that. Then I got into occultism, and Aeon's name also came from this tradition that is called Gnosticism, which was something I got really, really into. And so phi now carries a different meaning. So to go into etymology, philosophy or philosopher means love of wisdom. But it can also be taken to mean, apparently, at least in ancient times, lover of Sophia, who was Aeon Sophia is a creator deity or creator goddess in Gnosticism. She's the Aeon of wisdom. And it also represents in Hermeticism the great work, which is still relevant today.
Yep. Wait, that's the thing. Finn, why did you choose an Earth Pony?
Well, the main reason, like that doesn't have anything to do. I just picked it because Earth Ponies were kind of like the underdogs. Like whenever I was in like a circle with a bunch of people, and like they were always picking Pegasi and unicorns, and it's like no one likes Earth Ponies. It's like my 2 favorite characters in the show are Earth Ponies, and it feels like kind of an underserved species. So I figured, you know what, I want to be Earth Pony too. Earth Ponies are cool.
Hey,
heck yeah!
Earth Pony Master Race.
Yes.
Awesome.
We are strong.
We are strong. We farm the ground you walk on.
So,
Finn, can I have a daffodil?
Yes. We are proud people.
so can I ask about the coloring as well?
Yes. Well, I mainly chose blue. The funny thing, blue is not my favorite. Green is my favorite color. But
hey, high five!
High five!
Woo!
But I chose blue because it was just a very nice kind of standout, interesting kind of, and I chose more of like a bright blue, or dark blue, because I don't know, blue is just a very inviting color, you know, like when people associate with blue, they associate, you know, the sky or something like that.
Calms you down too.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. And blonde, I don't know, blue and yellow just look nice together.
Mm.
So
looks over at my own pony.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yellow is a nice happy color.
Yeah, it's nice. It's like sky and flowers and everything like that. Water, let's go jump in the water and have a swim. It's just very nice.
Water should not be yellow.
Yeah, I assume he translated to blue.
No, I was talking about like with me with.
Ah, that's fair. I got very confused for a second.
Let's jump in the lemonade lake.
Okay, lemonade lake sounds amazing.
Lemonade was not where I was thinking. Yeah.
I was gonna say, if we were school children, this conversation would be taken quite differently.
There would be many immature 5th graders around right now.
Fancy more. I got I don't know this person. It's just a friend request on Discord.
Hey.
That's up to you.
Yeah, I just
wasn't me.
Don't know who it is.
I would ask them who they are first.
Yeah.
Don't just add everybody.
No, I'm gonna take it after the stream. Sorry for that person if you're watching, but it's like random French on
randomness.
Yes. Twitter is usually the better place to contact people. Discord is kind of more private thingy, so try Twitter first. But yeah, I would talk person after. Yeah, okay.
Talk person after.
Yes.
Talk person after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk person after. English good.
I swear.
You really do, though.
Yeah, you do. It's fine.
Yeah, you do. Honestly, let's be fair.
It's just fun to tease people.
Yeah,
it is.
Read my entire character.
It is.
Oh boy. Yeah. Wasn't there another thing I wanted to ask about?
You don't know.
Ask away while we're here.
Yeah. Finn, you started doing pony stuff. Why? How did you start doing pony stuff?
Well, the funny thing is, like, the thing that was my gateway to the community was two things: the analysis community and the MOP fan stations. And I don't know why, it seemed like a really kind of welcoming community in a way. I wanted to start with a fandom that was not only interested in me, but at the same time kind of felt like you could make friends with these kind of people. And I saw the way everybody collabed and just kind of like, came together and everything like that. It seemed like a very friendly community, especially the analysis one, because, everybody was getting each other's videos and talking with each other and being pals and everything. So that was kind of what got me into MLP. It was just kind of the overall friendly vibe of the community. And also the fact that I thought I would have some interesting takes on everything. And also the way I saw videos like Josh and Silverquill kind of having like little stories and whatnot, and I like doing little comedy skits. I even do comedy skits in my videos to this day that are not pony related. So, it was a combination of
okay.
And then I love the community. Now I can say, having been in the years, it's just as awesome as I hoped it would be.
Yay, that's good to hear. Wait, did I ask you about this Solar in the streams you've been in? How you ended up with
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I think
that was the first one I was in, I think, with Borthor.
Yes, Borthor. Yeah. I remember this day fondly.
Okay, good.
Okie dokie. Bird flew away. Okay. Yeah, birds. What are your guys' favorite birds? I like this.
Ooh, I love this question.
Favorite what?
Bird.
Favorite bird.
I like
favorite birds. Okay.
Aeon
okay, so like real or mythological?
We take real first, and then we take
mythological.
Mythological, yes.
Thank you.
That one.
It's okay. It's okay.
You did good. See, now that's just adorable.
Now I'm just concerned about your, how awake you actually are, but
not. She is not.
At the very least, she's at least in a safe place.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on my computer.
Yes,
I'm talking
yes,
with awesome, friendly people.
until she hits her head on her desk, but you know.
I think you will
You
hear
fool.
it.
Yeah,
That's
we'll
what
hear
the
it. Not like
caffeine
we're
is
gonna be able to
for.
do anything about your concussion from across the world.
Well, it's not very far, so I don't think you'll get a concussion. It's like maybe
Listen,
10 centimeters.
don't
Unless you hit the
worry
corner.
about it. Don't worry about it. Dust is gonna send some of that authentic Canadian snow.
Hells yeah.
You know,
Riding a moose.
I can't just go and pick up some myself outside.
I was gonna say she's in Norway. She probably has plenty.
Yeah.
Maybe, but is it authentic Canadian snow?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's Canadian enough.
No, it's dry aged Norwegian snow.
It's like fine whiskey.
Yeah, we don't call it snow around here. We snow.
I'm just imagining Chris with like a tiny tasting spoon tasting the snow. Yes, this has been aged since the Viking times.
Yes,
This is pitch perfect snow.
yes, this is definitely from the South Pole, and it's 2 years old.
Sorry, I'm imagining you
Be
with like a
careful with
cheese
the yellow
knife now.
snow. That leads to yellow lakes.
Yes. I can imagine Chris with like a cheese spreading knife and just spreading it on baguette or something while eating snow.
This is fine aged quality snow. We have.
Yes.
This snow is forged from the peaks of Jotunheim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Truly, it is the
Rooted
coldest
Valhalla.
there is. Yeah,
It's just a
exactly.
hint of Ricola.
Oh jeez.
The best snow in Asgard.
Oh, Joppa.
Yeah.
Ironically, there are no snow in Asgard. You have to go to what's its name? It's
Jotunheim or
Jotunheim?
Niflheim?
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Jotunheim is where the ice giants live. Niflheim is the land of primordial ice. It's also a giant black void.
Yeah,
of
so you
nothing.
know, if
your mic.
you
Also, terrifying.
yeah, so
Oh,
snow
someone's eating
cone-
their mic again.
I see it again.
Who's hungry?
Who's consuming?
I think it is
It's Squeaky Bloom.
Really? Because I'm not doing anything this time.
It sounds like something is destroying your mic.
It sounds like
It's
the
Sounds like your
It
dog is eating
still
your
does?
mic.
somebody's
Oh, okay,
going
I think-
skydiving.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
yeah, you
better?
do.
worries.
Yeah.
Yeah, better.
Yay.
So if you could eat snow from somewhere, where would you eat snow from? Just so you can say that I've eaten snow from there.
Why is this a question?
Why? Well, you
I
need
wanna
to go
eat
to
Mount
bed.
Everest.
We didn't. We didn't even talk about birds yet.
We haven't talked about birds. We're talking about eating snow. I think you need to go to
We're
bed.
gonna talk about eating birds next.
Who's your favorite bird
Pride.
to eat? Go.
Okay, let's add that to the
Bird
question. Can I just answer all three right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay. I got a lot of birds that make me nostalgic. I know many people are probably going to say, okay, my favorite religious bird
Ooh,
is
Jesus.
crow or raven. Because they are a sacred
100%.
animal to me.
high five.
Yeah, basically any corvid family bird I would consider sacred.
Actually,
Uh,
that's interesting.
including
Aeon. I'm sorry to
grackles?
interrupt. No, I'm sorry to interrupt, but you did say the other day that blue jays were one of your favorite birds also, and they are also part of the corvid family.
I did not know that. Thank you.
Yay.
And I do love blue jays too. I've got a lot of nostalgia with blue jays, cardinals, especially goldfinches. I thought doves were always silly, and occasionally I thought pigeons were cute. Especially sparrows. Redhawks, also see those a lot. Also religious symbols.
You have very many favorites.
I
He
do.
likes birds.
He likes birds.
He's a bird,
Um,
bird boy.
okay, my favorite mythic bird, Hunan, obviously. What's another one? Favorite bird to eat? See, I've never tried duck, but here's the thing. I like turkey because I have it on special occasions and high moments. I love chicken too, but I'll choose turkey because it's associated with good memories.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Finn, you're
Baton, pass. The messenger pigeon is flying to you, Finn.
Ah.
It is
Well, the
instructing
ironic
you to
thing
give your answer.
when you the ironic thing that you say that is in my opinion, one of the most underappreciated birds is the pigeon.
Oh.
I love
Like-
pigeons. They're a symbol of mine
Yeah.
too.
Everybody associates pigeons with vermin, and it's like they're so freaking cute.
Especially the pretty ones.
Yeah.
They are actually a secondary lovebird behind doves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, doves are very pretty too. Yeah.
We
But-
get them every once in a while.
But you see little guys like just waddling around like.
No,
That's
they
adorable.
are really cute.
They are just see them
also
run around.
owls.
I actually fed a bunch of pigeons one time because I'm not in New York City, but I live near New York, and I go to feed the pigeons and they're just pecking at the food. It's so cute. I love them, and then they're everywhere too.
No offense, the pigeons in New York do terrify me though. They fear nothing.
Yeah,
I-
they'll just bounce around in front of you.
I feel bad for the pigeons in London because most of them don't have all of their toes.
Aw.
I've heard about.
Why?
Why?
I'm honestly not sure. It's just something I remember going through London, but all of
That's
them are missing toes here
strange.
and there. It's probably
That's very
from
strange.
human assault.
No.
Don't
That would be a
mistreat,
weird
don't
thing to
mistreat birds,
assault,
guys.
though. No, obviously not. But that's a
Don't
weird thing to
mistreat
assault.
animals.
What did you say?
Like,
I said don't be good to burbies.
Ah.
E.
Sorry, Dusk.
No worries.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, not at all. It's a very important message, and I highly approve the interrupt.
Yeah.
Yay!
People must know. The people
Yes.
must know.
No.
Nice to
Must be known.
No, I'm curious if it's frostbite issues.
Might be
Then why
frostbite
doesn't
issues,
they
might
miss them in
be-
Norway?
I mean, everything's like gray and gloomy in London, so you know.
Yeah,
makes sense.
it could also be like maybe getting caught in grates and stuff like that, like the underground type of situations. I don't know, but
Maybe.
I
know.
sometimes see pigeons taking the train. So
Aww.
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine one of the little
but-
guys
but-
waddling.
there's a windows for bad machine interaction with bird. Not good for bird.
Not good for a bird.
Oh yeah, that's another bird. That's awesome. Penguin.
Penguins are
Owls.
hilarious.
Love
Owls.
penguins.
Owls are pretty cool.
Which type of penguin?
I want to say emperor because that's the one I've watched the most.
Fair. You should check
Yeah.
out the rock hoppers. They're hilarious. They have hilarious eyebrows.
yeah,
Galapagos
they are
ones
very
just
cute.
don't care.
If you want penguins with hilarious eyebrows, macaroni penguins.
Fair.
Macaron. Alright, stop it.
Wait, Dusky, what was your answer for birds?
My answer for birds? I don't really have favorite birds. I like birds in general. I honestly okay, so I don't like seagulls because
Fair.
they're like everywhere here, and they're very bold. They are
Oh yeah.
very scary birds. But I do have a bird feeder in my backyard, so I get to see like chickadees and blue jays, cardinals, stuff like that. The little yellow ones, what are they called? Oh my god.
Oh, meat it?
I don't know what they're called.
what-
They're super cute though.
Goldfinches?
As opposed to the birds that I like that I've very rarely or never seen. Peacocks are some of my favorites. They're
Peacocks
just
are nice, yeah.
gorgeous.
Oh, cool.
Owls are fun, but they're more like cats to me. I find them hilarious. And crows are like my number one bird.
I approve of all of this. Especially the peacock for demon symbolism.
You gotta love that it's the male peacocks with the feathers. They are fabulous.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, darling.
They are. And they're also an ancient demon symbol.
Ah, really?
Yes.
They're also a symbolism for the three ladies of time. If you go to Hinduism, I think.
Oh yeah, what were the other two questions, by the way?
Favorite bird, favorite mythical bird, and what bird would you eat?
And yeah,
Duck.
favorite bird to eat.
For
Duck.
some reason.
Favorite
is
mythical
delicious.
bird. I don't know. The legendary birds from Pokemon.
There you go.
Ho ho!
There you go.
There you go. Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres.
And Moltres. And Ho-Oh as well, because he's the rainbow.
And Lugia.
Yes.
Is
Lugia is
Lugia a
amazing.
bird?
Yes.
Yeah, technically. He doesn't look
And
he looks more like a
Doesn't
sea
look like a
serpent than a
bird,
bird.
yeah.
Yeah, he looks more like a
he's
dinosaur.
he's classified under one of the legendary birds, which apparently Latios and Latios are also, even though they're like plain
They look like
dragon
planes,
things.
yeah.
Yeah, they look like dinosaurs,
Yee, dinosaurs.
Also,
but they are still
Finn,
adorable.
Finn in the Discord, I posted a picture of a rock hopper.
I just
Let's
posted
see.
birds.
You did.
Ooh, you looking nice.
Looking
Verb.
fancy.
Yeah. He's a good looking man. He got a ducky.
I did this.
I'm fabulous.
Yes.
Okay.
Understandable,
They're
really.
gorgeous. Also, I like that they rattle. Have you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Yes.
In
Fantastic.
videos, yeah, but not in person, unfortunately.
Oh, I've heard it in person. It is odd because at first you think it's like a snake of some sort, and it's not.
Yep.
Maybe I did, because I did see one in person a long time ago, but the memory is way too hazy.
Fair enough.
Mm.
And let's see. Favorite bird to eat is chicken. That is
That's
a
fair.
no-brainer. That is a no-brainer. Wow. Or like fried chicken, like roast chicken, any kind of chicken. Chicken is like the sole reason I could never go vegetarian.
Fair.
I love chicken.
That's fair.
Yeah.
In my Chinese zodiac, I am a chicken.
Me too. High five.
There you go.
Oh.
You okay there, Chris?
Chris, are you okay?
Yeah, I just don't know what to answer, but I think the answer is supposed to be yes. That sounded wrong.
I
What's
am
your
very
favorite
suspicious.
bird?
Okay.
I am
What's your
very
favorite bird?
suspicious.
What's the song that Bliss used to say? Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Yeah. Basically.
You're very sus right now, Chris.
No. How can I be sus?
Because it
Sucks.
sounds like you just fell asleep at your computer.
No, I didn't. It's
Aggressive tactics.
basically okay. You know what I'm doing? Basically, when you guys are talking, I'm trying my best to stay calm. So sometimes I just click on the little mute button on my mic, and then I start making all the weird noises, so you guys can still talk.
Why are you
Don't
going
be scared.
crazy? What's
We're all
going
buddies
on?
here.
It's just my hyperness and ADHD, I guess. It just I start making weird noises, or I start singing songs because you guys says something and it reminds me of a song, and then I just mute myself because you're in the middle of a conversation and I don't want to be rude, and I don't know how my singing voice is right now, so it's just like, let's spare them the pain. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Cheerios and all that stuff.
Cheerio.
Yeah, Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Cheerio, darling.
It's a banana.
Bananas.
It's a banana.
It's a banana.
Yeah, for
that
those
was
who
a
doesn't
good
get that
movie.
reference, the
Oh,
first
look,
time...
bananas.
Bananas. Focus, hello. First time Aeon and Dusk heard me talking British was when we saw Tarzan. So I started mimicking Jane. But now I don't remember anything else she said except bananas.
Also, Tarzan is one of the best Disney movies ever.
It's
Yeah,
totally
I
underrated.
agree.
I'm
I
sorry, but it's
agree.
like that gets such nobody really talks about Tarzan. It deserves to be more.
Oh, absolutely. It's completely underrated. So is Atlantis, but that's
it's
gaining
the Phil
cults.
Collins. It's the Phil Collins soundtrack. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
and
It
the
is not
soundtrack,
really-
the Tarzan soundtrack
It
is,
is.
which I know is like a really hard thing to say, but it is.
It is what?
It's what?
The Tarzan soundtrack's my favorite Disney soundtrack.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, no, that's
Oh.
completely
Yeah.
understandable.
It's from
Phil
the guy who wrote
Collins.
in the- It's from the guy who wrote "In the Air Tonight," which has probably the best, or at least the most iconic drum solo in music.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's like, even though the songs are not technically sung by the characters, every single one is so amazingly written and like fits the situation that it's going through, and emotional too. I freaking love this. Like, You'll Be in My Heart, Strangers Like Me, all
That's
that
a good
stuff.
one.
Son of
I love
Man,
Strangers
freaking
Like Me.
banger.
Can you show me?
Oh yeah.
And-
Son of
yeah.
Man.
Son of Man is a complete banger, and then you got freaking Trash in the Camp, which is Phil's
Yee.
specialty, which is drums. Shabba-dabba-doo-ba-doo-da-ba-da. It's so good.
It didn't even have actual lyrics.
Yeah,
It
it
didn't
was
was
need
just
just
drums,
good.
drums and bada boos. That's all it was.
booze. Okay, Sweetie Bloom, $1 million question. What's your favorite?
Dun, 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 dun.
We going back to the birds?
Disney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disney or
Oh,
bird?
Well, we're talking about
Take your
Tarzan.
pick.
Both is
'Cause I-
good.
Yeah. So favorite bird, I'm gonna be basic here and say bald eagle.
Nice.
Favorite
Understandable.
favorite mythical bird, silver quill.
I approve.
Favorite bird to eat? I can't say silverquill because that has inappropriate implications. So I'm gonna say
Pretty birdie princess pony. Yeah.
pretty birdie princess pony. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna say duck because I actually associate it with Christmas.
Duck is delicious, first of
Oh, I
all.
associate turkey with the same thing.
They're so yummy.
Team sentimental.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well, I didn't
Okay.
like turkey when I was a kid.
Base sentimentalism.
Yes.
But when my mom divorced my dad, and so my mom would always make a Christmas goose when I was really young.
Ooh.
Then when she moved out and I was having Christmas with my dad, he's like, "Okay, what do you want for Christmas dinner?" And I go, "Christmas goose," and he's like, I don't like goose, you know." And so he's like, "Okay," so we've reached a compromise, and every year we had Christmas duck à l'orange. So that's what we have for Christmas is duck à l'orange.
Nice.
That sounds amazing, first of all.
It is
And
amazing.
that
Well,
sounds
when my dad
sweet.
makes it, it's amazing.
I've never actually had duck.
Duck is delicious.
It's the
should try
whole
it
when
sometime.
other people besides him make it part that, kind of.
Yeah, well, it's when
Makes
I
sense.
attempt to make it that I go, you know what? I'm just gonna order Chinese food.
Yay,
But order pizza
Oh,
instead.
no.
I'm just going to order Chinese.
Solar, what's your favorite?
Oh, we going to birds again?
Yes.
Going to
Yes.
birds.
Okay.
Brother, what are your favorite birds?
Okay, so favorite real bird, honestly, probably the peregrine falcon. Not only
Nice.
because it dives
Oh,
really
nice.
fast, also it became the silhouette of the B-2 stealth bomber. Fun little factoid there.
Nice.
Favorite
Nice.
mythical bird? I mean, probably thunderbirds because phoenixes are overrated. I'm just saying, everybody loves the phoenix.
Fair enough,
Gotta
Zachary.
love you. Gotta
Somewhere-
love the thunderbird.
Somewhere Golden Fox feels called out. Anyway.
Right. Yeah.
Favorite bird to eat? Dove is actually pretty good.
Where did you eat that?
Is it your dad a
Texas.
hunter?
Fair enough.
What's
Isn't your
up
dad
with
a
the
hunter?
loading gunny? Sorry, I forget to mute myself.
Okay, so now is the point when I mentioned that it's now probably past dawn for you, Chris.
Let me check. Yeah.
You should get some sleep.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Let me check. Has the sun risen
Peeks
since I've been
through the
with you guys?
shades.
Yes.
Yes, it has. And it's a very lovely morning. It's actually clear sky.
Top of the morning to you.
Yeah. Go to bed.
Nah.
Go to bed.
Bad.
Nah. A
Chris.
little more. I haven't said
No.
my favorite birdie.
Fine,
Okay,
say your
your
birds and go
favorite
to sleep.
Yeah.
And drink some water, God.
Yes.
I have water with me. Don't you hear my glass?
I hear it now.
Yeah. I had it all time.
Me sitting in the corner knowing I'm 70% water.
So, do you
There
really
you
need to
go.
drink water when you are water? Would drinking water be cannibalism?
If you're 70% water,
It's
you
more like I'm
drink
drinking
water.
my cousin. Genetic cousin, which is
Delicious.
water. Thank you, cousin, for keeping me alive.
I mean, technically we share. 70
kin.
What was
We
it?
share a lot of
75%?
Also just my kin.
With a banana.
Banana.
Yeah, for the banana.
Yes,
Banana.
it's a banana.
Banana.
I just ate my
Banana.
cousin.
You
What do you
want
mean you ate your
banana?
cousin? He was a
A
banana.
banana. Banana. Yeah.
Banana.
Banana.
Banana. Hey, hey, hey. Is
Okay.
good.
Chris, favorite bird, then go to
Favorite
sleep.
bird and go to bed.
No. No. I don't
Come
want-
Chris.
on. You gotta sweep.
I don't want. Didn't you hear what I did yesterday or today? Yesterday, one of the days.
You still gotta sweep.
Yeah,
You're
but-
not helping your case, Chris.
To yesterday.
Yesterday, I had a full 7 or 8 hours sleep, and then I woke up, sent a good morning message, and then I had another 7 hours of sleep. So I think I'm good. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Yeah.
Works for me.
Yes. hmm.
It's okay, I got Ritalin. No.
Yes.
It's okay. I have alchemy.
It's okay. I do math. Math is.
We have milk.
We have the technology.
It's okay. I have what is this again? Oh, yeah, it's okay. I have uncrystallized meth salt, which is Adderall.
I have normal salt. Does that count?
Part of my brain was
table
just
salt.
sitting here when you said, "What is this again?" And then you were just gonna start back up with, "Oh yes, I have depression."
I mean, I have that too, but this kind of helps with that.
Guys,
It's great.
guys,
That's fair.
I over trip you all because I have a fin. I win.
You have a what?
I have a fin in the chat, so I win. Haha.
Yee! I'm in the chat.
Yeah,
Hello, Finn.
I win. Haha. Nom nom.
Finners never quit.
Yeah. That's the new hashtag.
Finners are winners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my Finn say.
Winner, my chat has
sing
Finner.
hallelujah.
Because you know, if Finner is the Finner is the winner. Finner. That's the
Finner.
word. Finner.
Chris,
Finner.
bird, sleep now.
Thank you.
Let's talk about burbs.
About birds.
How about no?
How about yes?
How about yes?
Oh boy,
You're-
I forgot. This is maybe going on YouTube. Oops.
Uh-huh.
It's okay. You're the editor also, so
I don't editing. Oh boy.
Oh no.
you're playing it on fun mode. I see.
Yeah, I need to.
It's
learn
just a
that.
grab bag. You never know what you're gonna get.
Chris, what is your favorite bird?
Like a box of
The
chocolate.
bird chocolate.
No, not bird chocolate. What is your favorite bird?
Life's like a bird of chocolate.
You're so adorably ADD'd. It's kind of precious.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I get money again, I need to send some Norwegian chocolate to people. And
Chris,
birdies.
bird.
Bird.
And how ironic is it that there's a chocolate company called Dove?
Is it?
This is true.
Yes.
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 Yes, in America.
Has nothing to do with soap.
So
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the soap, by the way. It confused everybody else too.
Right?
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
Dove soap.
The soap is not made of chocolate. Don't let that confuse
Are
you.
you sure?
Chocolate not made of soap. I have
Are you
eaten
Oh,
it.
sure?
Chris, you will have a million regrets for biting the wrong Dove.
This is true.
Because one is chocolate, one is soap, and the other will scream at you.
Yes.
Unless you cook it first.
There's a 1 out of 3 chance that.
Chris.
Oh my gosh.
Bird.
Yeah, unless you can also have a plushie that's a dove. But
I'm gonna just put down Dove as her favorite
let's
bird.
just say Dove.
Okay, Dove.
No,
I think
no.
we've got Dove.
okay, no. Favorite birdie. It's kind of tie between. Oh no, Thai food is not a bird. Cut it out. Okay, focus. Breathe. Okay.
Just
Stop
try
it!
not
Would
to-
you guys
no,
laugh
I
like
was going to say try not to giggle because that's what's setting it off.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to be quiet. Let her talk about burbs.
It's not that funny.
It's pretty funny.
And Dusky's one, so I am too.
Oh boy, I can't breathe.
Stop your chortling.
Okay, Chris,
Okay,
do you
bird.
like corvids because of
That's-
Odin?
What's corvids?
Crows, ravens,
crows.
blackbirds.
Yes, I
Grackles.
like crows. Oh my
Yes.
gosh! When I went to America, went to Arizona, and saw the the ravens you guys have, they are humongous.
They're
Yeah.
grackles. They're what we like to call Texas size.
They are big boys.
No.
Big boys.
These are not grackles, Borther. These are like actual like American ravens. They're like huge.
Yeah,
Oh, well, they're American size.
they're big boys. They're like big boys that I want to huggle because they're so big.
No, I've seen a Texan-sized raven before, and it had a white neck. They're called white neck ravens.
Uh-huh.
They're so cool, and they're
Very
huge.
pretty.
Huh. But yeah, I think it's a type. Like, I think ravens are my mythical favorite because, you know, Viking stuff.
Okay, yeah.
But I also like
Julian,
thunderbirds.
Julian.
They're cute. Birds. Hummingbirds, or it would be the teeny tiny. It's called meat mice birds in Norway, but I don't think that's the English one.
Oh, Bliss loves hummingbirds too.
That for me, that's a kråke. That's a crow. No.
Okay, so these ones are called hooded crows, but they're also known as European crows.
They're
Because it looks like they have a sweater on.
Yeah, they're like
Ooh,
the
it has a
little
vest.
brother of the crow that follows Odin. Which
Okay,
is called, Raven. That's more the
Raven.
the pick up
Ravens are big.
Yeah. This is a little crow with a vest on it.
Yeah.
He's like dressed for winter.
Yeah.
Let me see. That's the birdie I'm talking about. Maybe I should post that in chat so you guys may know the English word for it.
Oh, it's a tit. Is that not a blue tit?
Yeah, that's a blue, and there also is the darker one that's only yellow. I like
They're
that one
super
really
cute.
cool. But I think this one or a hummingbird is gonna be my favorite.
Also, yeah, this is a raven.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a proper boy.
Yeah.
That's a proper boy.
Yeah.
Proper boy.
That's a proper boy.
This is an absolute unit of a bird.
That's a proper boy.
This boy is absolutely proper.
Quote
So-
the raven, nevermore.
It's right proper.
Why
Chris.
is the raven like a riding
What, the
dress?
Raven Proper Boy?
Because they both squawk when you hit them.
There actually was
Sorry.
never.
It's basically a rhyme without a conclusion.
Yeah,
This is the
basically.
right
That was never
proper
meant
boy.
to- It was never meant to be an answer to that riddle, but a lot of people have thrown in their ideas as to what the answer to the riddle was.
I
Yep.
always thought
Oh,
because
it's a Raven, like a writing disc.
they
Because you
both.
squawk when they hit you.
I've
So yeah,
heard
Chris.
Edgar Allan Poe wrote on both.
Yeah, fair
There's
enough.
been other answers I've heard.
Chris.
No, like the psychology behind Poe's writing is great, but I'm not going to go into that now. Chris, sleepy.
Chris.
No.
They both have an
Chris
R
is
in
sleepy.
them.
Yeah, they do. And they're both kind of handy and nice to have around. Unless you feel as long
That
as
was
you get
also
along
nice
with
to
them.
have around.
Sleep.
Not bad.
And considering that it was written at a time when they still used feather pens, maybe another.
Ooh, both are necessary for making stuffies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Also, yes, Chris, I just looked it up. That is called a Eurasian blue tit.
Oh.
Yeah. There's also a bird called the great tit.
Yes,
And
Yes.
another one called the blue-footed booby.
indeed.
Yeah.
We have
There's
them in
actually
the-
there's a lot of tits
this year.
actually in the bird kingdom.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are
Someone on
adorable. They are,
Wikipedia had a lot of fun writing the caption, "A pair of great tits."
they
Yeah.
are
And then
titillating.
there's the agile tit tyrant. That's a real thing.
And there's also a thing called a titmouse.
Yes, there is. And they are adorable. Also, Chris, go to bed.
Yes.
But
Devour the bread.
she's gotta close the show first.
You've
Post show.
gotten to the point where you're posting tits in our Discord chat. I think you
Yes.
need to sleep.
Excuse
And great
you.
tits, no less.
It's a great pair of tits. No.
It's a birdie.
It is a birdie.
It
It's
is
a
a
lot of
birdie.
birdie.
It is a birdie.
We have a lot of
It is
birdies.
a fantastic tit. Okay.
Wonderful tits.
It's a beautiful tit pic, yes, but
We are all 5-year-olds.
basically,
So does this mean
one
even-
of us is 5-year-old with a need for sleep.
Yes.
I have no
needs
idea who you're
nap.
talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Chris.
Well, it's just like 2 more hours and then I have to go. No, actually, it's 1.5, and then I have to go and check on the baby sheep that was born yesterday.
Aww, send
Aw.
pictures.
Yes, please. I want
Yes.
to see them too.
I must remember to bring my other phone because the phone I'm using now, which is a cat phone, take horrible
Cat
pictures.
phone?
Yeah.
The heck is a cat phone?
You know the digging machines and construction
Yes.
stuff? They are named Cat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cat-
It's
Yeah.
that type of phone that can survive being driven over by what's it called? A truck.
What
with-
is it? An old
Oh,
Nokia?
in America, we call those Nokias.
My phone is so old. When I dropped my Nokia, the dinosaurs died.
Illegal. No, it's literally just that brand making a phone that survives being drove over by construction stuff and still survive and still work. And for me, who basically kills all electronic, this one has actually survived a whole year, which is surprising.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it a smartphone or one of the old type phones?
No, it's actually a smartphone.
Wow, that is impressive.
Is
Yes,
it
I-
When a
smartphone
phone needs
or a
a
stupid
break-proof
phone?
testing, they just give it to me for a week.
Yeah, basically, my last record was 2.5 weeks before
There you
the
go.
whole
Oh,
screen
wow.
cracked or something like that.
You know, they have these amazing inventions called protectors.
Yeah, I had those.
Can I infuriate some of the people who have cracked screens from it? I've never cracked my screen, and I've even dropped my phone on rocks multiple
Wow,
times.
you're actually the worst.
Yeah,
Actually,
no,
Yeah.
actually the worst.
I refer to this as Aeon Privilege Real Life Edition.
So,
So
here's
actually,
the thing.
I can claim the same thing. Like I've dropped my smartphone in the middle of a parking lot, like screen down, picked it up, and it was fine.
Oh, I want
I
that
do have
superpower.
like little cracks here and there. Like there's this one tiny. It's not actually on the screen though, so like I don't give a crap about it.
Yeah.
But I don't like. I've never properly broken the screen.
So
Me
here's
neither. I
the
use
thing.
an
I
OtterBox thing.
I was able to make that claim until I got this new phone that I absolutely hate,
Oh,
and I
no, not
smashed.
this.
I smashed the screen within 2 days of getting it, replaced it for $100 and some odd $200, and then it immediately cracked again.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awful.
no, your wallpaper was judging you.
It was. I took a picture
it's Lil
and
Pip looking
it's
serious.
Lil Pip looking serious, and with the crack on the screen, it just looks like she's judging me. Like, how dare you drop me, ma'am?
Betrayal.
Sending wallpaper.
It's okay. I got a screen protector now, so I'm hoping that's what's cracked at this point, and I'm just leaving it. I'm just like, I hate this phone so much at this point.
It's no good.
As long as you
one of
know
the
your
Google
fingers
phones.
don't bleed when you try to use it, it's fine.
Yeah. No, and I can still watch videos on it. So
That's what matters.
Huzzah.
yeah.
Because
In any case,
that's
Chris.
what phones are used for nowadays.
Chris.
Go to sleep.
I have to get up again in 1.5 hours.
Good, you get a nap.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I had
No,
a nap.
you-
You saw how my
So do-
last nap went. It went 7 hours.
No,
Fantastic.
no, you need
Yeah.
more because if you don't, then you can have spooky psychological collapses, and those are not fun.
Okay,
Speaking
sweetie,
from experience.
I'm gonna say, sweetie, Aeon, you know that sometimes I have my weeks or a whole month where there is very little sleep for me and it goes very well, but it's still very tiring. And sometimes I have days where I can sleep for very long time and it kinda adds up for some reason.
I don't know, but I care about your sleep. I am Sandman Pony. Please sleep.
Oh, sleep.
Was slept.
It's important.
Please sleep.
Please sleep.
Slept.
Do the sleepy thing.
Sleep.
Do the
Escape
slept.
to the
Time and slept.
Go back to the realm of dreams with the
Slip,
gods and the
slip,
ancestors and frolic with
Have a
them
kind
till
of
they
a-
Everybody do the slip.
Yes.
Chris, wrap up the chat.
No. Okay.
I'll wrap up your chat. Ah, got him.
It's kind of hard because other side of the globe. Yes, we
We
do.
get
We need a
it.
Jigglypuff. We need a Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
Oh god, I remember that.
I remember that.
Oh, Jigglypuff was like, who has insomnia when you have a Jigglypuff?
Me.
Mhm.
Jigglypuff?
Insomniant.
Chris, you should just let the Jigglypuff visit you by closing the chat.
Yeah, there you go.
So you say that I'm gonna get the only Pokemon that exists if I close the...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no. In your current state, you might genuinely see one.
Yeah, but
Right.
can I have an Eevee?
Sure.
Oh,
you
Eevees
can
are
have
the
all the
cutest. They're so
Pokemon you want,
floofy.
and you
Yeah.
sleep.
Yes, now go to sleep.
Sleep.
I don't want
Do the sweepy thing.
Yes.
I don't want OK. Hallo, roll deg inn igjen. Nå må du skjerpe deg. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, whatever that means.
Adios.
She's so tired she forgot English.
Okay. 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 Focus.
Yes, focus.
Hocus pocus.
And journaling, I need you to go bye-bye. Okay.
Oberus.
Don't get me giggling that I have to start over. Ah! Brain work, please. Yeah. I was about to say something. Yeah. Yeah.
Pudding.
Dang it, man!
I'm putting this.
Didn't think it was that funny. It was just pudding.
And right now, anything is.
Yeah, literally right now, anything is. Let her finish. Let her finish. Guys, for real, let's let her finish.
Let's finish up.
I'm sorry, but this is basically the closest you're ever gonna get me to drunk.
You're adorable like this, though.
We are just as
Information,
concerned as
yay.
if you were drunk. So.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Focus there. No, Rotwit, this is not blooper. Meh. Stop reading the chat. Focus. Okay. Brain stuff do. Thank you everybody so much for coming. Sorry my stuff is at the last parts of it, but it's been amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you for tolerating all my shinukrush. I'm trying.
No.
Focus.
You can do it.
This is hard. Okay, focus.
We believe in you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you everybody for Thank you everybody for coming that has been watching all the time and that has been hosting and has been following and everything. And you guys can say your goodbyes before I start laughing again.
You mean shenanigans?
It was lovely talking to you, and thanks for having me on again.
Have a great night, everyone.
This has been the quintuple effective podcast here. Had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you all for joining me on another exciting rendition. For real though, thank you for inviting me, and this was super fun. I'm glad I got to talk to all y'all again.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It was really nice to meet you, Finn.
And it was good talking to Finn and Sweetie again too.
Hugs for Big Bro, and hugs for
Hugs.
Dusky, and hugs for Sweetie, and hugs for Soul.
Hugs you all.
Hugs.
I love you guys.
You two are both adorably soft.
Borther, you know you want to share in the Bortherly love.
Yeah.
I ship it.
Shipping accepted. Anyway. Both shipments accepted. Anyway. Because you mentioned one earlier that I also... That's the real one that I...
Chris, did you turn off the chill in chat already?
No.
No, it's still going. We are still live, and everyone in the chat is telling us to go to bed.
Disable the bomb!
God.
I'm sorry.
Chris.
Okay,
We're being held prisoners. Send help.
I will go as fast as my moose is capable
I
of.
think it's over. I think it's finally over.
Oh my god. No, it's still going.
It's still going?
It looks like it's still going to me.
Yeah, it's still going for me too.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Oh gosh, it is still going.
Oh, we're still
Loading.
here.
I had false hope because I saw a little loading screen and I thought that meant it was stopping, but no.
We're still on Mr. Bones' wild ride.
I can't breathe.
The ride never ends.
We're gonna be stuck here forever.
We're stuck here for the long haul, folks.
The only thing we all have to
Work
leave
tomorrow.
the chat right now. We have to end the cycle.
Okay.
Welcome to
this
Lost
morning?
Season 2.
Yeah, Dusk, it will never end. Come here, let me look longingly to sunset.
Yay.
Okay.
Yeah, you.
Chris, are you okay?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
Really concerned about
Just
you at
all
this
you have to
point.
do is click end stream, Chris. That's all
Click
you
the
gotta
button.
do.
Click
You
the
can
button.
do it.
Click the
Beautiful
button.
button.
Okay.
Click it.
Okay, I just want to say my stuffy wuffy.
You said it already.
You said your
Yay!
stuffy wuffy. Your stuffy
I
wuffy's
haven't
dead.
Okay, you've now said the stuff you
Focus.
love.
No, this This is my stuff geography. Don't stop. Guys!
Oh no.
Okay, focus. Hey, hoo, ha, chi cha cha. Okay, thank you everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. Thank you for everything. And I focus. Kom igen. Du klarar det. Nästan färdig. Stay kind, stay awesome. That's the wrong one. Stay stay kind, stay safe, and stay brownie. Goodbye, everybody. Woo!
Look out for that banana peel.
Bye. Stay brownie, everyone.
Okay.
Be rootin', be
Bye.
tootin', and by God, be shootin'. But above all else, be kind.
Okay.
Guys, just be good to each other.
Yeah.
Be excellent.
Everybody be good beans, okay?
Chris,
Excellent.
did you